Welcome early to the Sesser-Valier Vienna girls basketball event. It's starting off with the JV. We're about a minute and a half out. Local news, if you will, coming through town this morning on the way to set up for the game. Notice that the old Sam's IGA, Miles Brothers IGA, if you will, had ropes roped off, had the fire marshal there and a Channel 3 news vehicle, so suspecting some type of issue, fire or safety. Spoke with someone here at the gym, and they said they thought it may have just been smoke damage and limited, but due to the nature of keeping the food safe and employees and the public, they was having to have an inspection and get that all lined out. But if you're thinking about heading in there, you might want to check, make sure before you do. Fine folks at Miles Brothers, we appreciate having the grocer here, and our best wishes for them, and being able to be up and running soon. All right, the horn blows. We're getting ready to start. We'll have the starting lineups for you for the Sesser-Valier Red Devils and then the Lady Eagles JV squad.
Sesser-Valier, number 1, Lauren Lowry. Number 10, Patrice Lahr. Number 12, Micah Reynolds. Number 22, Reagan Basso. And number 23, Katie Maggot. For Vienna, number 2, Jalen Rademacher. Number 3, Annabeth Webb. Number 13, Emmy Vinson. Number 22, Macy Whiting. And number 25, Shaylee Moore.
And Coach Sesser-Valier wants a timeout, and I don't blame him. That's 4 turnovers and only 3 times headed back down the other side of the floor. Vienna girls showing good help and good tenacious full court defense. And that looks like it could be trouble for Sesser unless they can turn some things around here. Coach is working on that now for them. JV coach for the Sesser-Valier Walton Red Devils is Alex Kramer. Defense. Stripped back out of bounds by Emmy Vinson. She's had a hand on just about everything so far. Goreville's Lauren Lowry, Patrice Lohr, and Micah Reynolds are the press break for Sesser. And they get it down inside of their big girl, 23. She may have a hand on her, Katie Maggot. She was stripped, but they regained the ball. The shot up by 12 there is no good. Rebound, fought for, comes up with Macy Whiting. And she's called for traveling. Orville inbounds the ball to, and an attempt to get it further inside the mat goes off her hands, and that's 5 turnovers for Sesser-Valier, Waltonville Red Devils. I think I've been omitting the Waltonville acronym, her name in this team's club. I did last night, the boys at least. Didn't realize that. And that's Jalen Moore for 3. The right side, and it's all Vienna so far. Vienna full court pressure. And Red Devils on the break. A little floater by number 12. Micah Reynolds won't go. Rebound, Vienna. Emmy Vincent will set it up. Over to Rodemaker. Rodemaker looks down. Back over to Vincent. Vincent looks inside to Shaylee Moore. She gets inside to Whiting, who is a soft, easy off the glass, too. And she appears to be unstoppable. That's 8 consecutive points for Macy Whiting. Sesser-Valier Waltonville takes a shot up on the left side, no good. Rebound 23, Katie Maggot. She tries, but she's fouled. I think she's going to go to the line for 2. First shot was up by number 10, I believe, Patricia Lauer. So Lauer got into the good location for a little soft shot, but couldn't get it to fall. Maggot's first shot, no good. Sure would like to get confirmation on the name there. Spelled M-Y-G-A-T-T, was announced at lineup as Maggot. Second one, no good. And I think we have a lane violation, so he's going to do it again. So she'll shoot 3. And the third basket. Measured, shot, and it's good. 11-1 Vienna. 4 minutes left to play the first quarter. Vincent back out to Rodemaker. Out of bounds, stay here. Annabeth Webb been spotting over on the far left side, looking for a skip pass to her. Inbounds to Rodemaker. Rodemaker to Vincent. Vincent inside the waiting. She gets it out to Shaylee Moore. She drives the basket. Back out to Vincent. Loose ball. Rodemaker left side. Back to Vincent. Vincent looks inside. Nothing happening. Starts penetrating. It's stolen by Sesser-Valier. And they're on the attack. Nice little floating layup by number 12, Micah Reynolds. Sesser-Valier Waltonville's first basket. Oh, and stolen away by number 10, Patricia Lahr. She goes all the way but misses the basket. Rebound Vienna. A quick pass down to Annabeth Webb, but she gets it back into Whiting. Nice save, and it won't go. First missed basket by Whiting this game, and we've got a foul. Looks like it's going to be against Vienna. 22, Macy Whiting, her first foul. And I think we have a mask timeout. Gives our technical crew a chance to get a breather here. We have a new apprentice over here for the tech crew. Is that right? You guys trying to phase him in here? Can we recruit him? He's going to consider it. If he's had an offer from another school that's maybe a little more compensation or... He wants to get the basics down. And what's the young man's name? Colton Etheridge. Colton Etheridge? Welcome, Colton. Studied hard. We might need you. They may need you tonight. You going to be around tonight, Tristan? Great. You saved us. You saved our bacon, Tristan. Looked like we were going to be a little short for tonight's game. So has anyone heard from Mason Poland if he's going to be around for tonight? Oh, well, we're looking good then. Shout out to Christian Bullock for finding a neat vantage shot for our scoreboard. It may not have worked out here. He's got a look on his face like, no. Sesser down on the fast break. Maybe one too many passes. Came up, turnover. Vienna with the ball. That's Shaylee Moore inside that. That was Emmy Vincent, no good. Out to Annabeth Webb, who spots for the three. Long shot off the glass, no good. It's a nice spotted up attempt, though. And we got a foul on Sesser-Valier. Cindy Webb. Speaking of Annabeth, Cindy on the road to Jasper, Indiana. Cindy, keep your eyes on the road. You can smile. Look at yourself in the mirror for just a second. And real quickly, Macy Whiting with another two. She's pouring it in there tonight, or to this morning. Be safe, Cindy. Our prayers and thoughts for safe travels. Enjoy your, I believe it's a bridal shower. Maybe I got that wrong, but if so, please forgive me. But I chatted with your husband this morning, and he said be sure and let the fans know you were en route and cheering the Eagles on while on the road. And you're doing a good job. It's 13-3. And that was a foul by SVR's Layla Johnson in the game. Her first, team's second. Rodemaker. It's tipped away, but back over to Vincent. And Shady Moore with a nice baseline drive. A little hot on the shot. Rebound Webb. Back over to Number 13, Emmy Vincent, sorry. Stripped away by Vincent on Goreville's transition. Out of bounds, it'll be Sesser-Valier's ball. I may interchange some names here. I don't know why I'm doing that, but it is Sesser-Valier Waltonville that we're playing. And I may see Goreville, Ziegler, who knows who I may call out now and then, but I'm working on it. The orange, the maroon team. And that's a hot shot by number 5. She shot that one with everything she had. That was Harley Kettleman, freshman in for Sesser-Valier, and it was no good. Inside to Whiting again, and that's almost automatic. Whiting now with 12 points in the first period. Oh, Vienna stole the ball, turned around 2 steps, and turned it right back over. Full court pressure still on by Vienna. It's 15-3. And Sesser-Valier works the press. Good defense by Shaylee Moore. And Annabeth Webb gets in, gets a hand on it, strips it loose, picked up back by Sesser-Valier, as I've said. And I thought we had a foul, but it's called for traveling. We'll go back the other way. And in the game for Vienna is number 5, Ellie Maxwell. Out is Annabeth Webb. So, Cindy, you can breathe a little sigh of relief while you drive and not get too excited when you hear Annabeth Webb with the ball. She's with a water bottle right now, Mom, if it helps. And that's Oliver inside to Whiting. Nice little work play. No good, though. She gets her own rebound, puts it right back. So 2 baskets, 2 points. Stolen by Oliver, and she gets tied up with SVW. I'll have to write that down in front of me so I can just say that, because I don't want to slight Waltonville, as they contribute, I'm sure, to the school in many aspects, and then it's not fair just to call them Sesser-Valier anymore. My apologies to Waltonville for last night. And that one's going to get over Maggott's head from number 10, Patricia Lahr, the sophomore, and they're shaking their hands and holding their heads, shaking their heads and holding their hands up, looking back at the bench saying, what do we do, Coach? It's 8 turnovers. And that's Maxwell with the top of the key. She's looking inside, can't do it. Goes to Shaylee Moore, right side. She gets a screen from Maxwell. Nice screen, a little floater, but they know she stops to go inside to Whiting, but it's tied up, and it'll be a jump ball. Alternating possessions, stays with the Eagles. But since that changes of possession, that'll be a turnover on Vienna, is what I'm told. Inbounds to, it's number 10. Is that number 10? I can't make out the jersey from here. Out of bounds, be Sesser's ball. Yes, that was number 10, Chloe Capron. Mispronounced that name previously. She's in the game now. Sesser with a Vienna with a pressure, gets it turned over again. That was Capron with a steal. Oliver, nice bounce pass inside to Whiting, and another basket. Whiting is terrifying the scoreboard. And we got a jump ball in the inbounds pass. Possession arrow shows Vienna. It'll stay right here. That's another turnover. That's 9 turnovers in the first period for Sesser-Valier Waltonville. Inbounds pass goes to Maxwell. She takes 2 steps. Nice little dribble off the glass. No good. And recovered by Vienna. Nice little skip pass under the go to Whiting, and she drains yet another. She has 16 points, folks, in the first period. No answer for the big 6'1" fresh sophomore forward, Macy Whiting, with 18 points. However, 2 fouls, by the way, in this first period. And Sean Whitnell will need a mass break. Sean Whitnell and Benny Adams officiating today. The third gentleman, I do not have his name. I apologize. I'm just familiar with the other 2. But Benny and Sean need a mass break. He care not what the girls need right now. Maybe he does care about them, but he definitely needs one. And Benny's huffing and puffing, and there's nowhere to lean against out there. So I'm going to let him know. The fans want to know why you 2 needed a mass break and he didn't. Sean shook it off. I think Benny was smiling, but with that mask, it's hard to tell. You got one of those electronic whistles? What? Somebody had one the other night. It looked like it has its own little. It was different. I thought that's what that just. Referees this year are allowed to use either the whistle has to be inside the mask, of course, or they can use an electronic whistle. And those have been pretty rare. Most are opting for the old-fashioned whistle worn underneath the mask, of course. Second period starts. Sesser-Valier in their own half court was able to avoid the press on the inbounds, and it's stripped away in the corner. Back Vienna away, and that's 10 now. Turnovers, 9 in the first period. It's 21-3. Vienna. Fouls are pretty much minimal. 2 for Vienna, 1 for Sesser-Valier Waltonville, and it's stolen by number 12, Micah Reynolds, and she goes all the way, and she has the 2 buckets for Sesser-Valier Waltonville, 21-5. And that just rolls out of bounds slowly off Chloe Capron's hand and out of bounds, and she's not too happy about it. That's Vienna's 7th turnover. Not to be trying to catch up, I guess, to SVW's turnover rate. They look inside to 22, Reagan Basso. She kicks it back out. Try to get these names learned. Reynolds over to Maggot. Maggot looks in. They skip past the number 10. It was a nice ball movement, nice play. It was Patricia Lahr, number 10 sophomore, and she banked it in for 2, and it's 21-7. Rodemaker brings it down, goes right side all the way to the corner, back to Maxwell. Maxwell over to 31 in the game. Kinsey Branscombe. Kinsey. And there was a turnover, but I didn't see what happened. I was trying to look up Kinsey's name here on the. So Kinsey Branscombe in the game, number 31. And there's a foul. I'm trying to catch some stats up and some names here. Foul was on number 12, Cassidy Taylor, in for Vienna as well. So there's her announcement of being in the game, her first. First basket by number 22, Reagan Basso, was no good. Junior for Sesser-Valier Waltonville. Cassidy Taylor here in the game, number 12. Second one falls for Reagan. and it's 21-8. Vienna looking a little different out here with several substitutions. I'll get you caught up. That's number 12, Cassidy Taylor again. She goes baseline, gets it taken away. And Sesser-Valier brings the ball down. Oh, pass right back to Maxwell. She steals it, goes left side, and she's called for traveling before she can get the shot off. And that's 10 turnovers for Vienna. Turnovers are even at 10 apiece early in the game. However, the difference is the score, 21-8. Vienna capitalizes when they do get the ball back, even though their turnover rate has been just as high. And that was Chloe Capron and Cassidy Taylor with that mid-air collide there on the aggressive full court press. And that's Maxwell with yet another steal on the press. She's picked up right where the starters left off, and she gets a nice dish to Chloe Capron, and she connects for two. Sesser-Valier Waltonville down quick for the fast break, and that was 22. Reagan Basso, the junior, finished, but she was called for traveling by Benny Adams, and that'll be another turnover, and Vienna will bring it down. Chloe Capron setting the offense up over to Branscombe. Branscombe all the way in the corner, back over to Cassidy Taylor. Her shot's no good from the baseline, and it goes out of bounds. The Sesser-Valier SVW's ball with 4:46 to play, and I believe that's our first mass break here in the second quarter. Forgive me, folks. It's a little more challenging when you get out of your regulars, trying to run down the names till you get fully used to them. By the end of this season, short season, I should have them all down, and we'll need them no longer then. It's kind of like parenting. By the time you learn all the things you need to know as a parent, or wished you knew, or get better at, you no longer parent that age. But then you have different things. You have things like granddaughters, and what a blessing they are. As I mentioned the other day, we have another new granddaughter, be number 3, on the way in October of this year, little Willow Ray, and she'll make her big sister Piper big sister. That's what Piper walks around and says now. She'll flex her muscles and call herself Big Sister. I have another future. If she's not a gymnastic or a rock climber or a wrestler or a football player, she'll be out here on this basketball court. And that's a shout out to my almost 2-year-old Kemper Ray Stevens. I get to give shout-outs too, you see. And a shout-out to Poe's Barbershop, who listens in on Saturdays. Him and anybody in there getting their ears lowered. And Sesser is going to try to break this press against Vienna's bench, who's been just as tenacious as the starters. And that's another strip. That's by Cassidy Taylor. No good on her shot. Gets her own rebound. And there's a tussle on the floor for it, and it's a jump ball. Sean got in there quick to call that because it looked like it was going to go sideways. Cassie missed the bucket, got her own rebound, and then before she could turn around and get located, her opponent tied her up. Alternate possession goes to Vienna. Passes into 31 Branscombe. Yep. They get it inside to 32, just came in the game, and I do not have a name for 32. I'll get that to you shortly. Can any of you guys help me with number 32 for Vienna? Vienna still good full court pressure. And this time they break the press good. Passes down. It's inside to 22 Basso, and she's fouled. She should shoot 2. Sesser-Valier fans celebrating a press break. Casey Blankenship. 32 is Casey Blankenship. Oh, she's on here as 30. 5'9", junior forward. And Basso connects on the first one. Second one is up. And good. And that foul, I believe, was on Casey Blankenship, her first. And that's Capron bringing the ball down. There's Cassidy Taylor, bounce pass knocked away, and then SVW on the fast break walked right away, and that makes the turnovers 12 for Sesser-Valier Waltonville, 11 for the Vienna Lady Eagles. Some more substitution. I'll try to catch it up. I don't have a 14 on the roster here, guys. Do you have a name for her? Do we have Grace Taylor in the game? Number 1. That's Gracie Taylor. Excuse me, Grace Taylor. And that was, I believe, Brasso. Number 14, I'm told, is Riley Barbie. And ball goes up over the backboard and out of bounds, and that'll be Sesser-Valier Waltonville ball. 23-12, and coach is going to continue working on this press with her some of her bench players. Same setup. We also have number 0, Maddie Curley, in the game. That's her right there on the defense. Rebound far left side. 2 goes to Maggot, and she puts it back up for 2. 23-14. Sesser has closed it within 9. Long pass to Taylor, I believe it is. Back out to Grace Taylor, and it gets away from her. And that'll be a turnover for Vienna. Sesser-Valier Waltonville back in bounds. 3 minutes to play, a 9-point game now. And that's Lahr, looks inside to Maggot, no good. It's partial blocked by Brett. Back Vienna away. That was partially blocked by 32, Casey Blankenship. Thank you, Cooper. Inbounds, Sesser now with a full court press, and that first glance there has been effective as Vienna's called for walking, trying to bring the ball down, and we have now surpassed Sesser-Valier Waltonville's turnovers with 13 to their 12. Oh, good recovery by Capron. And there's a spot up for a 3 by the freshman Layla Johnson, but it won't go. Fine on the quick break, and that's Capron trying to go find an angle to the basket. Can't get it. She's cut off, but there's a blocking foul, and she'll go to the free throw for 2. Free throw line for 2. Chloe Capron. Backspin, dribbles it 3 times. Gets her form right. Up, and rims out. Adjusts her knee strap. Steps back, spins it backwards, dribbles 3 times, gets the ball where she wants it. Nice, and nothing but the bottom of the net. 24-14 Vienna with 2:38 to go, 28 to go in the first half. That's number 1 Lowry for Sesser inside to Maggot, and she's fouled with a push, Benny Adams says, by number 32, Casey Blankenship. That's Casey's second. Sesser-Valier inbounds, ball gets tied up. Chloe tried to strip it, but she picks up a foul instead, and that's her first. Team 6th with 2 minutes 16 seconds. Sesser puts a nice pass inside to Maggot, but no good. Little floater by Lowry won't go. Rebound tied up between 2 Sesser-Valier Waltonville players and 1 Vienna gal. And that was Casey Blankenship. She held on to it, and that'll be a turnover, but alternate possession goes to Sesser-Valier, and they inbounds the ball shouldn't say they inbounds it. They tried to inbounds it and passed it to the out of bounds. So that's another turnover. And now Sesser-Valier Waltonville leads the turnover race by 1, 14-13. Capron drives the right side. She's pushed behind by number 11, Layla Johnson. Her second, I believe. Only the third team foul for Sesser-Valier Waltonville. Actually, that's her third. All 3 fouls on Layla Johnson, freshman. Blankenship, power move over to Gracie Taylor. Back to top to Maxwell. No, I'm sorry, that's Maddie Curley. A long 3 by Capron, no good. Off-white, red ball, says Sean. And we're going to go the other way. Lauer over to Lowry. Johnson. Oh, blocked by Blankenship. And here comes Vienna with the ball. 1 minute, 18 seconds left to play. Skip pass over to 14. Cassidy Taylor bounces twice, won't go for her. I'm sorry, number 14. Riley Barbie, and it just wouldn't fall. She spotted up well, had a good look. And that's loose ball knocked away by Maddie Curley. And it's on the floor going in. Ooh, I think it was saved by Grace Taylor. And then she was fouled by number 10, Patricia Lar, her first, team fourth, after she recovered the steal. So good job, Grace. And Maddie Curley brings the ball down as a reaching foul by number 10, Patricia Lar. She gets her second quickly, and that's 5 team fouls with 51 seconds left in the half. Inbounds to Capron. Capron dribbles, goes left side all the way. Ball gets knocked away on the floor. Scramble for it, jump ball. This time it goes back to Vienna. That'll be a turnover, though, because we've moved the arrow back to Sesser-Valier Waltonville's way, and that's 14-15 on turnovers in this half. Inbounds to Maddie Curley, long 3. It was a good look, and it just rimmed out. Rebound Sesser. And it's going to come back Sesser way. It's a loose ball. Layla Johnson, freshman. Sesser-Valier Waltonville brings it down to Lowry. Lowry back to Johnson. Johnson left side over to number 30 in the game, Kaylee Piska. Scramble on the ground, jump ball. It's going to stay here. And for Sesser-Valier Waltonville, Kaylee Piska, number 30. Didn't see her slip in there. And that's her with the ball right there. Little jumper for left side, doesn't go. And here comes Vienna with a long pass down to Capron, but it's sails over the rim. That was a nice long pass by Maddie Curley. Hats off to a long baseball pass to see the open gal. And at the half, we're 24-14. Vienna JV girls have had, I would say, full command of this game the entire time. Hey, Beth. Invite a guest up to the broadcast booth. I'm not going to say the name. I'm going to see if you recognize the voice after a little bit, and then I'll help out whenever see if you at home can figure out who this is. It's a surprise guest in the booth. Welcome there, ma'am.
Hello, how are you, Danny?
Well, real quick note on this game first. I usually like to capitalize on that before we get into much else. The other night, freshman coach, boys freshman coach, Chris Watson was talking about in freshman and JV games, yeah, you want to win, and the boys definitely want to win, but
Sure.
This is more instructional and preparation for varsity basketball.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And looking at this game, Macy White had 18 points.
Yeah.
She was unstoppable in the paint.
Exactly, yeah.
And she has been really all year.
Oh, she has. And morning games are a little difficult. I realized that when I coached junior high and we played some morning games.
Clue number one, folks.
Clue number one. Morning games are a little rough, so they looked, but they were running the floor good. And Macy, yeah, she dominated down there. So and the guards got the ball to her really well. And I'm all about a fast-paced game, so I like the run.
Absolutely.
So
and with that type of aggressive press, and that pressure obviously was working. I don't know if you'd be surprised at this. I mean, they had 9 turnovers in the first quarter, but overall turnovers. I know we had a lot of substitution and bench players from both teams out there later on, but we're 15-14. It's a turnover race.
Turnover race, exactly. And a lot of that I feel like is a morning wake up, but some of those girls for Vienna with that press and their long arms. I'm a pressing coach. I like
that.
That's how those girls get. I think if I don't start out pressing in a game, my girls don't get as motivated and fired up. So
a wake-up call.
It's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call. So
now, speaking of that, fans, is that enough clues yet? Anyone want to take a guess? Since we can't hear you back, we'll just go ahead and let the cat out of the bag.
Okay.
We're here with Coach Palmer.
Yes.
And she has for years. I know she coached my daughter at one time. And I've already asked her to come out of retirement. She's now coaching at
the junior high.
Still at the junior high,
yes,
right?
It's my 3rd year at the junior high. I started out at the high school assistant under Ross Hill for quite a few years. And then when he went on to the boys head coach, I took the 1-year head position. When I say 1 year, it was, family. We were, just had gotten married and wanted to have a family. So I only stayed 1 year as the head coach. Took a lot of time. Once my daughter got a little older, I missed it. So got back in there in 5th and 6th grade at the junior high, and it's my 3rd year at the Vienna Grade School Junior High.
Excellent.
So
I sat with Leighton in the stands one time. It was about 3 years, I think, after she played and was watching a game, and I looked over at her, and she said, I miss this so much. And I said, you know what, honey? That never goes away.
Never goes away. Never goes away.
And being able to coach kind of helps you stay in that, doesn't it?
It does. And like even talking about it gives me chills. This year being uncertain of if we would even have a season, my junior high season, and then to find out we were. And I start my practice on Monday, and we start our first game. Thank you. And March 10th is our first game against Centralia. So we've got a tough schedule, but I'm looking forward to it.
Now, has there been any talk about efforts to broadcast some games for you guys, or is there different procedures?
We do a live stream. Okay. Mr. Hanks had set that up. It's on YouTube, but there's no commentating or anything like that. But they'll get to watch. The fans will get to watch. So we're going to have a good little team. I say that every year. I feel like every year I'm like, wow, we're going to be good. And then we start practicing again. I thought, we're going to be a little better than we were the year before. So.
Well, now you've had the privilege. You said the last 3 years. Is that correct?
Last 3 years, yes.
You've had the privilege of getting to have hands-on and like we was talking about with Chris, developing those skills and this. And you can develop skills, but you can't teach certain things. But you can see it and then try to exploit certain skills that they have already. Exactly. And that's what we're getting to see today in some of these teams here.
I'm impressed with, and I'm going to give a shout out to my little freshman girls out here. We placed 4th in state last year, and I got a couple that start JV and play a lot of varsity time. Pretty proud of that. They've worked hard, and they even look better this year than they did last year. So I'm pretty proud of those girls and the work ethic. And
well, it's a tribute to what you did, Beth, and that's appreciated by everyone.
I enjoy it, and I got a little 4th grader that's coming up that enjoys basketball, so I think I'll stick around for a while.
Oh, absolutely. And I've got a granddaughter. I told you I'm going to have 3 granddaughters. All could potentially be on the same team someday.
Good. That would be fun. That would be fun. So.
Well, we let the cat out of the bag. That's Beth Palmer, and we have a little announcement for Monday night. Beth's allowed to fill in for us at the girls' Christopher game. Let me give you a time. At Christopher. Captain Obvious.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my schedule. So it's Monday night, girls JV and varsity away at Christopher at 6:15. Okay. I'll be speaking with Beth later about just letting her know what these guys do and all. It shouldn't affect you any. We just need you to help provide some commentary.
And take it easy on me, fans, because I know the game, but I've never commentated before, so.
Well, if you just heard her observations on this game and the system and all that, I absolutely have no worries. And I My concern is she makes me look so bad that I don't even want to bring myself back in the
no,
gym.
Danny, no. I'm filling in one game. That's it. Well,
Beth,
I appreciate you having me, Danny.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Thank you very much. I
Thank
look
you.
forward to hearing you Monday night.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Thank
All right,
you.
thank you, Beth.
Bye.
We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. And Vienna has, looks like their starters back in. I say that's Sesser-Valier Waltonville's as well. And Vienna inbounds the ball for this half. Oliver quickly goes right side to Annabeth Webb. Skip past Shaylee Moore, and she's tripped. Actually, it might have been more of a block with a hip and resulted in her going down by number 23. You have the referee hands backward facing the bench over there. That's Katie Maggot. Now, wait a minute. It wasn't 23. Oh, and a long three by Emmy Vinson. Nice way to start this half. Back to that full court pressure. Fast break, Sesser-Valier. Macy was there to make her rearrange her shot. And then Goreville, SVW got the rebound, put it back up, and that was Shaylee Moore with a foul. And 22, Reagan Basso hits her first free throw, 1 of 2, and she's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be her 6th free throw at the line for SVW. And it's off. Rebound, Whiting. She clears it out to Annabeth Webb. Annabeth Webb to Vincent. Vincent top of the key. Almost stripped away. Turned over. Back out to Annabeth Webb. Saves it at the timeline. And she bounces it on the timeline, and that'll be a turnover. Sorry, Mom. And for Sesser-Valier, Waltonville, running the offense is number 10, Patricia Lahr. She tries to get it over to Micah Reynolds. Hello, Ron. And it's kicked out of bounds by Shaylee Moore. And a little long three by Micah Reynolds. It won't go. Rebound, Sesser-Valier. That's 22, Reagan Basso. Oh, this ball stripped by Shaylee Moore, and she goes down hard. She's back up and right after it, though. Nothing going to keep her down for long. And we got a foul on the floor. I believe it's Oliver. And by the way, that was number 22, Reagan Basso, I believe, with that basket a while ago. And I tried to credit it to Katie Maggot. Magat. Well, the announcer announced it as Maggot, and I spelled the name for the. Ron just had it, gave me a phonetic spelling he had in his notes here, and it's Magat. So my apologies to Katie and her family and the Sesser-Valier fans if you're out there listening or watching today. My sincere apologies. Magat. Rodemaker inside to Vincent, sorry. Vincent to Webb. To Shaylee Moore short. But rebound gets down on the ground, and there's a little bit of a tussle, and looks like Shaylee may have held on after the loose ball. Looks like it'd be her 2nd foul. Oh, it's actually on number 13. Emmy Vincent, that's her 2nd foul. Sesser-Valier with the ball, 27-15. Inside to Basso. Basso in the left side to, I believe that's Micah Reynolds. Yep, she shoots, misses. Ryan on the fast break. Whiting will try it all herself, and she just muscles in there, doesn't get it, but Shaylee Moore's there for the left side. She gets it, puts it up, no good. And then Macy gets it, puts it back up, and is fouled. And Macy Whiting was a story in the first quarter with 18 points before Vienna called the dogs off and started substituting. She now has 19 points with that free throw. Second up and good. She's going to be a handful if there's not another, if the teams don't match up to control that. Sesser's really not had an answer for her. Sesser-Valier, Waltonville, I should say. Yeah. And there she is with a steal. Sesser-Valier had 9 turnovers in the first quarter as well, Ron. Was a story. It was a press was just, they just could not break the press. There's Whiting with a little turnaround to her right side this time. Comes off the glass. That's a different look for her. It didn't go, but that was good to see her having some options on her pivot. Brasso in the center. Gets knocked away. Bounces around like a pinball machine. Oh, and that may be an injury. She, number 10, Patricia Lahr, she kind of torqued her ankle there a little bit, and she's being helped off by Reagan Basso, and the coach is going to check on her. She seemed like she's okay, but it surely at least just strained it for a minute. And we're going to take a mass break, and that may give them a chance to work on her or get her back in the game if she wants to continue to play. If you're concerned there at home, Mom, it didn't look that bad, but she just kind of twisted good down on the, at least she wasn't fully standing. She was down and kind of torqued on it. So, and she's already smiling at one of her gals on the bench. So she's already probably stewing on how to get back in this game. We were talking, Ron, before the game, and I know you're not mic'd up, but Miles Brothers had orange tape around the parking lot. The fire marshal there in Channel 3 News this morning, so we were concerned there might have been some type of smoke or fire damage there this morning.
From what I was told, I came by there, and the parking lot is all yellowed off.
Right.
And apparently they had a fire in there, and there was extensive damage.
Oh, extensive damage. That's the first I've heard that. Okay. You know, when I was working at the prison system, real quick, when I first transferred to Vienna Correctional Center, they didn't have a double wire fence around the place. And then for segregation, the bunk beds or the beds that were in seg, they just painted a double yellow a yellow line around the bed, and you weren't to get out of that bed. That was like your wall.
I remember when the correctional center, when the Vienna Correctional Center was built, we used to call it the Vienna Hilton.
So I asked why, when they started to build the two fences, if the yellow line around the beds have worked well in seg, why not just paint a double yellow line around the outside of the facility and we'll just be fine? Ball out of bounds.
Whiting knocked it out.
Whiting. Did they call it off her?
They called it off the Sesser girls.
I'll be darned. Well, that's another turnover then. 29-15, 3:39 left to play here in the third quarter. And that's Emmy Vinson, game maker. Over to Shaylee Moore, out to Annabeth Webb. Back out front to Vincent. She's going to set it back up again. On the corner to Shaylee Moore, spotted up for a three, and it's short. Shaylee's starting to pop a couple threes here and there. Stripped away cleanly by Shaylee Moore, and she finishes. That was a clean pick. Oh, and that one wasn't so clean, and she picks up the foul. That'd be her second foul. Vienna team fifth foul in the second half, so we could see this press causing some free throws here shortly. There's Macy again getting a hand on the ball. She's making them rearrange shots, batting some away, getting a hand on passes, causing some not to even shoot at all. And that was a good move by number 22 Reagan Basso. She got posted up, got the ball, took care of it, didn't have anyone in the front side, so she was able to take a dribble, reposition, and went to the goal strong. She didn't get the basket, but she was fouled, and she'll shoot two. And the foul was on Annabeth Webb. Mom, watch the wheel. Her first. 22.
Watch the wheel?
Yep. Ron wasn't here for it, but Cindy Webb is on her way to Indiana, so we'll just give a little shout out to her.
Okay.
And that one's off, no good, to the left by Brasso.
Somebody wanting to go to Illinois and get out of Illinois.
I believe it was some kind of bridal shower.
Yeah. I got one of those. My daughter has one of those, not
there
me.
You go. You have a bridal shower coming up, Ron? I didn't get the invite.
I hear you.
What would you like? Is it lingerie or what are you thinking? Drapes?
For me, as long as I'm nowhere in the county.
You know, our age, drapes could actually be lingerie if you.
Actually, a teal drape would look very good on me.
No, I'm sorry, but I have a photogenic memory. I'm trying to forget that one now. Some things you just can't unsee. And that's Shaylee Moore from a nice little baseline. She's had several nice little 10, 12-foot jumpers like that. It's just been off a little bit tonight, but she has nailed a 3. She looked inside to Whiting. It's not happening. Back over to Rodemaker, who has posted up for her first 3 of the game. No good. Ron, just a little update to you as well. We had Beth Palmer up here a while ago for some commentary just for a little bit, and she's going to help with the JV and fill in for me with you Monday at Christopher.
Yeah, I was curious. We have next week. It's been really nice. It's to have a slew of home games, and next week we're going to live on the road.
Yep.
The only home game we have next week.
Oh, blame violation, but they'll count it.
Is home.
Jalen
the
got a little
boys
carried away there, didn't she?
have Galatia here on Wednesday. That's a new game added, but Tuesday night we got 4 games in Trico. And I was just curious what games you were going to be going to next week.
Yeah, we'll have to chat about that here. I'm trying to work some things out. That was Katie. Say the name for me there, Ron, with your phonetic.
Megat.
Megat. And again, my apologies to the family and Katie. She sunk both free throws. Another skip pass inside to Whiting, and yet another basket for Whiting. She now has 22. Magat. Stolen by Vienna, layup by number 2, Jalen Rodemaker. She gets on the board. This press is causing some problems for Sesser-Valier, Waltonville. Oh, stripped away, stolen by Annabeth Webb. And then I believe she was fouled. I don't think they called the jump ball, did they?
Yeah, they called a jump.
Oh, it was a jump ball. Alternate possession goes to SVW, and they are in the bonus, by the way, now, too. Inbounds play, skipped out to Lar. Over on the left side to, couldn't see the jersey was blocked by Annabeth Webb. It was a nice block. And then a quick outlet pass on the break. We were headed out, but then it was a foul called by Lar, her team third this half. And Jalen Rodemaker with a long 3. She got it. I've always wanted to say that. She got it. I substitute teach English here at Divina High School on occasions. Please send your children. Cary Mills High School graduate, Ron. I don't know what to say. And stolen and driven to the basket.
That Spain's it right
Moore.
there. Timeout called by Sesser-Valier. That totally Spains it right there.
It Spains it. But I have to go back to remedial training here, Ron.
The 40-17 here in the third quarter, and this is a good game for Vienna to work on some things at the JV level, and that they normally don't get a chance to. And because this is a teaching season anyway, with no playoffs or no state tournament games or anything like that, and I really feel sorry for the seniors that
Absolutely.
We have.
Yeah.
Not just for Vienna, but for all the seniors, because there's absolutely, now this is my opinion, and $5 will buy you a small coffee at Starbucks.
5 is okay, Starbucks, and yet there's still a line a quarter mile long.
But I think it's just an absolute travesty that we're not having the gyms filled, we're not having the state tournament games. We are the only state in the there's only one other state that's not having state tournament games.
Well, Ohio and the Mississippi is contain coronavirus into just Illinois, so that's why you got to follow the science, Ron.
Don't get me started on that follow the science mess.
Oh,
it's off of Vienna.
Hustling up was Shaylee Moore, and she got a hand out to steal, but it went right back out of bounds. Vienna still in a full court press, and it has been every bit effective. And same repeat, that just like a replay, instant replay, same thing. Shaylee hustling, denying her person the ball. They're going to try it with a different player, and it's yet another instant replay. I want to give a shout out to our technical team for keeping the replays coming. Can you slow that down just a little bit, Cooper? Well, there you go. A little different angle on it, but this time Annabeth Webb knocks it out of bounds.
Shaylee's getting some good minutes here because she's seeing
and
more
there
and more time.
Speak of the devil,
varsity.
Not the Red Devils, but the Vienna Eagles. Shaylee stole it, then turned it right back over to Sesser-Valier Waltonville.
That was a nice play by Katie Magat to knock that ball loose as Moore was trying to pass it.
1-3-1, a little aggressive by Shaylee there to get out, but it's pretty much a 1-3-1 defense that I don't think I've seen the JV in yet this year, but I just may have not realized it. Well, that was like I don't know what you call it. Everybody had it on the tips of their fingers, passing it around the dinner table kind of thing.
Looked like a little bit of volleyball right there.
Is that 7 seconds?
Yep.
Oh, here we go, 5. Amy Vincent may not realize the time. Rademacher at the buzzer, long one, no good. Jaylyn got to launch her third 3 of the game right at the buzzer. She's 1 for 3.
Look at that. Mr. Adams, one of the referees, has almost worked up a sweat here.
Almost, key word there, almost. The only reason they're doing I think they've thrown a couple of extra match breaks in so he and Sean Whitnell can get a little extra draw here.
Yeah, they need an extra blow.
I think we're being ejected, Ron. I'm going under the table.
I get to stay. You're gone.
I didn't duck quick enough, did I? I was at a ball game with a friend one time, and a bunch of people were yelling, and the referees looked up in the crowd and was going to throw somebody out. You could tell, and he grabbed a baby and held it and looked all innocent, and it worked. They didn't pick him.
This is a true story. There's been quite a few years ago. I was doing the play-by-play for Marion basketball. I was sitting at center court, and I was describing the game as it was played, and there was an over and back right in front of me, and it didn't get called.
And
so I was
you tried to help
about it.
Oh, okay.
I was just talking about it, and the official came over and told me if I said one more word, he was going to throw me out of the game. And we still had we were just early in the third quarter. And I took him at his word. He says, "You got anything else to say?" And I just looked at him. I just shook my head no, because I was afraid he would bait me.
We'll leave it at that,
out.
huh? Nice look inside to Maxwell. She did a good job getting open, and I believe that was Maddie Curley that made the nice pass inside to her, but she wasn't able to get the shot off. It was fouled by number 1, Laura Lamry, her first for Sesser-Valier Waltonville. Maxwell won't even get shoots, but she does. Oh, this time into Curley, who maintains her post position, gets it up, and scores. Maddie Curley with a bucket.
Hey,
scoreboard says that's her first 2.
You have an audience in San Antonio, Texas watching.
Well, I'm trying to keep it in the United States this year, Ron, but
I think
tomorrow, Europe.
You know what's really awesome is off the steal. What's amazing?
Cassie Taylor with a nice bounce pass on the weak side over to Maxwell. Yep, Maxwell for 2.
Here we are in
Ellie Maxwell.
Small community, Vienna, Illinois. And with the setup that we've got, you can be anywhere in the world and watch what's going on.
Absolutely.
That is amazing to me. 10 years ago, we couldn't have done this.
I'm having trouble doing it now, Ron. So.
You're doing a good job for being a rookie.
Thank you. And I stretch out every morning before the game.
Get the vocal cords loosened up.
Wow, behind that. Was that behind the back by Curley? Maddie Curley goes behind the back.
And split a double
penetrates the zone.
A zoom.
Wow, I'm more coffee. We need a funnel and an IV up here. She's behind the back, split the zone, drove the middle, had a nice chance, but then was fouled by number 23, by the way, Katie Magat. And that was her first foul. That's the 4th foul on Patricia Lahr there, though. Maddie Curley, top of the key. Over to Brant's coming back into number 12, Cassidy Taylor. Her shot won't go.
There you go. Magat.
Thank you, Ron. I forgot Magat. That's all. And that is a nice little baseline jumper by number 11, Layla Johnson, freshman.
I have to do things phonetically.
Cassidy Taylor.
But it took me 3 years to learn how to say Pelchinski.
What does it mean phonetically, to spell something phonetically, Ron?
You spell it the way it sounded.
Smell
not the
it
way,
the way you...
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the way it's...
So you spell it the way it sounds rather than how it actually would...
Correct.
So how do you spell phonetically?
PH.
Isn't that kind of fly in the face of the whole meaning of the word, that you would not spell it that way then?
Probably.
Okay.
It's
Why do you
like,
park on a driveway and drive on a parkway? All right, back to basketball.
Or why is penicillin... you look at some of the words with a P. They're not there. It's sort of Phantom of the Opera.
Number 12 for Vienna. That's Cassidy Taylor. That's her second personal foul. She's getting a lot of playing time and has had some flashes.
Like Ella, how would you pronounce that?
Zom.
Z-O-H-M, yeah.
Okay.
Zom.
We're practicing. We're stretching out and getting our broadcast phonetic spellings, or phonetic pronunciations at least, as close as we can for the next game. And that is number 1. Lauren Lowry, she sings them both.
I used to have a lot of problems, and I still do sometimes, with the Pinckneyville names, the Nashville names.
Oh, yeah.
You get Polish and German. They're interesting.
Cassie Taylor gets it inside to Maxwell. Back out to Capron. Back over to 31. Kinsey Branscombe, and back to Capron. Long off the glass. No good. Four minutes, 11 seconds to play. 46-19. Nice pick. Screen by Sesser-Valier Waltonville.
Even with
and
the prison.
on the dribble, that was 5. Oh, no.
Nope. Foul.
Foul on number 5. Ellie Maxwell.
Even with the two
first.
prisons here.
Oh, no. They call that on 0.
You've seen
Maddie Curley.
You've seen people move into the area that you can tell when someone has a long-standing name in the Vienna area that's been here forever. But then
number 10, Patricia Lahr with the first basket. She'll shoot her second one. Go ahead, Ron.
It's interesting to see the number of people that have moved in from outside
Second
the area because
in.
of the prisons. We've had, it's helped to keep the
stability
population here stable.
12. Cassie Taylor had a nice look on the basket, just didn't go. And I say she's had a few times. She sees open court. She gets open for shots. She works at it. And coming off the bench, that was refreshing to see. What is Cassie? She is a 5'8" guard. She's a sophomore. So a couple of years, she may be someone we're calling her name, and she spots up for some threes if she can get her range a little further. And we're losing some of the players to go get dressed for the varsity.
Work in the weight room. It's just as important for girls to be in the weight room as it is guys.
And I used to like to have my daughter, when she would shoot, have somebody guard, just 2 or 3 feet away, just get used to shooting somebody, catching the ball in the triple threat position, being ready to shoot, fake, dribble, drive, whatever, and not just catch the ball and then think about what are you going to do.
Well, you see, Christopher has Hargrove. She's an all-around player. One of the best girl shooters that I saw, that I've ever seen, there were 2 of them. Tyra Buss, that played for Mount Carmel.
Oh, my gosh.
She would jump when she would shoot the ball.
It didn't matter if someone was on her or not.
Cassie Drew from Anna, back in the early 2000s. There was another one. She would elevate when she shot, and elevate for rebounds. And girls just traditionally don't do that real well.
Nice hustle by Grace Taylor to recover that loose ball, and they get it down quick to... Is that Maxwell? No, Taylor. Maddie Curley, sorry. Her shot won't go. And I've lost track. That bounced around so many times there. I'm just going to say recovered by Sesser-Valier Waltonville. And good tenacious defense by Matt Curley out front, trying to deny. Grace Taylor with hustle, trying to dive after a loose ball again. And stolen by Kinsey Branscombe, and she's going to bring it down all the way. She could go all the way. Little floater, nice right floating hook shot by Kinsey Branscombe. Well done, lady. That's her first basket of the ball game. Maddie Curley stops the dribble. Grace Taylor defending her opponent on the left side, or excuse me, right side. Oh, and it's a double dribble. I have 5, 10, 15, 24 turnovers for Sesser-Valier Waltonville, and 5, 10, 15, 18 for Vienna. And that is not the official turnovers. Branscombe back out to Maddie Curley. She gets a shot on goal, won't fall. And we'll go the other way as Sesser-Valier Waltonville rebounds. Kind of a spread man-to-man now, so we'll get to see a lot of action, a lot of movement. Stripped and stolen by Casey Blankenship. She's going to go all the way. Little roller, no good. Kinsey Branscombe wanted to maintain that full court pressure. Then she finally let up, eased up just a hair. Maddie Curley trying to keep her opponent turned, but she managed to go to the baseline and drive, and that was a good job by the young girl from Sesser-Valier Waltonville. That was number 10, Lar. She's got it now. Going to go back the other way again. A little crossover dribble. Shuck and jive midcourt. A little stop. Pulls up about 8 feet. No good. She has 2 that won't fall for her. Rebound Maddie Curley, and she'll bring it down. Will she go behind the back this time? No. She tries to float one into Branscombe in the paint. Back out to Taylor off her hand. Saved by Barbie. Barbie back over to Branscombe, who spotted up. Hits it. No good. Rebound. Fought forward. Grace Taylor. I am going to say 5'5" at best. Freshman guard. Locked up with Magat, their biggest girl, and she wanted somebody to kind of help turn it loose. She has locked in Mortal Kombat, but she didn't let go, and she's been hustling on the floor and rebounding with the big girls. I'm impressed. Nice outlet pass from Branscombe to Branscombe from Blankenship, and that basket's good. Kinsey Branscombe with her second basket. She now has 4 points. Oh, Blankenship goes down hard trying to strip the ball, but gets it out to Barbie. She's trying to drive and was going to go all the way until she picked up a foul about the elbow by number 11, Johnson, and that might be, oh, it's her 4th. So Riley Barbie goes to the line shooting 1 and 1. I don't think they called it a shooting foul. It could have been. And it's no good, so it's a 1 and 1. 23 seconds left to play. Oh, and knocked out of bounds by Blankenship. Blankenship's been quite a hustler here. She works hard out there, and she's a stout girl. She won't be knocked around much, and she's going to have her hand on just about everything. Little loft inside. Speaking of that, she blocks the shot. She blocked Magat. Shot, 6 seconds. Blankenship with the ball over to Branscombe. She goes left side, little floater. Good. Kinsey Branscombe with another basket, and that's 6 points in limited play. She's had a good game, and when you see her around, be sure and let her know she had a good game. I'm going to turn it over to Ron Ellis, or the boys here, for a little bit and take a short break, sharpen my pencils, visit the men's room, and we have varsity basketball headed our way.
We'll be ready to rock and roll here very quickly. 52 to 30. Was it 52 to 30 was the final score? I think it was.
Okay, I do not know.
Good win for the Lady Eagles, and we're gonna finish getting everything set up, and we'll be back for the varsity game here in just a moment.
It's time for Vienna Lady Eagles basketball right here on WIBH Net 3. This Lady Eagles basketball broadcast is brought to you in part by Banterra Bank, Rusty's Home Center, Trevelyan Farms, Vince's DJ Show, Southern Trust Bank, Golson Financial, Southern FS, Goddard's Auto Body, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Russ Kruger, C&K Equipment, Legence Bank, and Trevelyan Brothers Construction. Now let's head out to the gym for Vienna Lady Eagles basketball.
And good afternoon, everybody, from Vienna High School. I'm Ron Ellis for WIBH. Danny Field will be back alongside here shortly, and we're ready for some basketball here this afternoon, girls style. It'll be the Lady Eagles taking on the Lady Red Devils from Sesser-Valier. The Eagles coming into this game with a record of 6 wins and 1 loss. They are 5-1 in the conference. Sesser comes into this game. Their record is 2-5 overall. They're 2-4 in the conference. But we talked about it with Coach Metcalf the other night when the girls won, and this is a very important game because with 1 loss, you cannot afford to lose a second game in the Black Diamond Conference and expect to win the championship. And that's all we're playing for is the championship. No postseason tournaments, no regionals, no tournaments of any kind, no state run. So you're playing for a conference championship, and that is a goal for the girls here this afternoon. Is the Vienna girls want to win the West Division of the Black Diamond Conference, and standing in their way today is Sesser-Valier. We're going to send it back, pay a quick couple of bills and from our sponsors, and we'll be right back here at Vienna High School for the starting lineups right after this commercial break.
Bush Hog offers a full line of products, including rotary cutters and crop shredders, landscaping and tillage equipment, hay tools and boom mowers, construction equipment, and zero-turn and finishing mowers. Quality and durability are the hallmarks of all Bush Hog products. Bush Hog has the right tool for your operation. They stand out with many units still delivering performance after 20 years or more in the field. So if you're looking for an investment and not an expense, Bush Hog will deliver dependable performance and value. Built tough in Selma, Alabama, and sold by qualified local dealers. Bush Hog, serving American farmers and ranchers since 1951. And remember, if it doesn't say Bush Hog, it just won't cut it.
Test drive a Bush Hog mower at C&K Equipment in Vienna, Illinois, or check out their website at cksellsit.com.
At Banterra, we understand life is busy. We know you have priorities that take precedence over making a trip to the bank. I'm Jeff Spieth, Market Executive for Banterra, and I've been there. That's why we strive to offer convenient options that make banking easy for you. Pay for your coffee with your phone using Digital Wallet. Deposit your checks from the stands with Mobile Check Deposit. Pay bills and more from the comfort of your home with digital banking. Banterra, proud supporters of high school athletics. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Rusty Flam of Rusty's Home Center in Anna, Vienna, and coming soon to Goreville wishes all the teams in Union and Johnson counties good luck this basketball season. It's nice to see you back on the hardwood. Speaking of hardwood, go to Rusty's for all of your lumber needs for new construction or home repair. Or if you need new doors, new windows, a new roof, or you want a new kitchen, they can do all of that at Rusty's Home Center in Anna, Vienna, and soon in Goreville. Call Rusty's in Anna at 618-833-2101 or in Vienna at 618-658-3761.
We're back here at Vienna High School getting ready for the start of this afternoon's game between the Vienna Lady Eagles and the Lady Red Devils of Sesser-Valier. And this will be a lot of fun here today. Vienna's going to want to get up and down the floor. They have a lot more height, especially on the inside. And they're going to have to really concentrate on what they're doing and not get in foul trouble. Sesser is a scrappy team, and they like to shoot the threes. You've got to get out and guard the three, because if you don't, you give them the momentum, and they will just absolutely tear you up from the outside. So our starting lineup will look like this here this afternoon. For the visiting Sesser-Valier Lady Red Devils, a senior, number 2, Anna Kistner. A senior, number 4, Lillian Eastham. A freshman, number 12, Micah Reynolds. A senior, number 21, Ella Zome. And a junior, number 22, Reagan Basso. And their head coach is Johnny Hollis. Once again, they're 2-5 overall and 2-4 in the West Division of the Black Diamond. For the Vienna Eagles, a little bit of a different start here today, as Haley Oliver will be starting at a 5'6" junior guard, number 21, and she gets the start after the play that she had against Goreville on Thursday evening, as she had a great game. Also at a guard, a 5'9" senior, number 4, Emma Rush. A third guard, a 5'6" senior, number 15, Emmy Treat. At a forward, a 5'8" junior, number 20, Natalie Webb. And the other forward, a 6'1" senior, number 24, Addison Bent. Rick Metcalf is the head coach, and assistant coach is Kelsey Odom. And once again, the record for the Lady Eagles, 6 wins and 1 loss overall, and they are 5-1 in the conference. Our officials for this afternoon's game: Benny Adams, Sean Whitnell, and Rick Hiring. We're just a couple of minutes away from the national anthem, and the lineup. We have a boys 3 games this evening, as the Trico Pioneers will be in here at Vienna High School at 3 o'clock this afternoon for a freshman game, then the JV, and then the varsity. And I expect the varsity game to start probably around about 5:15, 5:30, somewhere right in there is when we'll be on the air to broadcast the varsity game. But all of those games will be on the Vienna High School production, and we've got a couple of kids here that are working on this today. Cooper Shanks is here along with Tristan Kerr, and I'm not sure if Christian Bullock is here today or not, but I know Cooper Shanks and Tristan Kerr are here working with the cameras today. So after today's game, we'll have the 3 boys games starting at 3 o'clock. They'll be on videotape. We will have Monday, the girls will travel to Christopher for their return match. The boys on Tuesday will be at Ziegler Royalton. Both of those games start at 6:15. The JVs do. On Wednesday, we have a little different twist to the lineup. Sesser-Valier, the girls will be up at Sesser-Valier on Wednesday. We will not be able to broadcast that game, as they're not letting anybody else in the gym, except it will be on the high school webpage if you want to watch that game. We will be broadcasting the Galatia basketball game with the boys. That starts at 6:15. The JV game does, and the varsity game will immediately follow. And then on Thursday, no games next week, as we will take next Thursday off, and then next Friday, the boys will be at Christopher in the evening, and then on Saturday, there's only one game. The Trico game Saturday afternoon has been moved, and I believe so anyway. But the next Saturday on March the 6th, we'll have...
High School welcomes you to today's IHSA girls basketball game between the Devils of Sesser-Valier High School and your Vienna Eagles. At this time, would you please rise, remove your hats as we honor America with the performance of the national anthem. And now let's meet the players. First for the visitors from Sesser-Valier, a senior, number 2, Anna Kistner. A senior, number 4, Lillian Eastham. A junior, number 12, Micah Reynolds. A senior, number 21, Ella Zom. And a junior, number 22, Reagan Basso. The Devils are coached by Mr. Johnny Hollis. Let's introduce your Vienna Eagles. A senior, 4, Emma Rush. A senior, number 15, a junior, number 20, Natalie Webb. A freshman, number 21, Haley Oliver. Oh, she's a junior, sorry. And the senior, number 24, Addison Bent. Eagles are coached by Mr. Rick Metcalf, assisted by Kelsey Odom. And officials, Mr. Rick Hiring, Mr. Ben Adams, and Mr. Sean Whitnell.
Championship, they can ill afford to have a second loss.
Very good.
They've got to go through this gauntlet, and this is the next stage, the next pinnacle, whatever you want to call it. They have to win.
I like gauntlet.
It has been a gauntlet. 1-3-1. Vienna opens, skip pass, left side. They work it around the exterior. Zom has it. They dump it on the inside. Shot off the glass is too strong by Reynolds. Follow is no good. Bent gets the foul on Reynolds. And Sesser-Valier was playing volleyball, throwing it back and forth on the left and right of the rim there. They were controlling the offensive boards, and Addison Bent finally comes out of there with the foul. First free throw is good, and then Sesser will take the quick lead, 1-0.
It's number 2, isn't it?
Yep.
I had it for
Anna
Reynolds.
Kistner. Second free throw is also good. And walking it up is Emmy Treat. Treat brings it across the half line, right side over to Webb. In the right corner to Oliver, back to Webb. Webb looks inside, and they got Rush posting up on the inside. Long Oliver for 3 off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound by Eastham. Eastham throws it away, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Oliver as she was able to knock it loose. Micah Reynolds tried to, it was over her head, and Oliver actually helped out right there by knocking it out of bounds. Into the front court with the ball is Zom. Into the left corner, and they do throw it away now. That's their first turnover. First turnover of the game with 7 minutes and 4 seconds to go. Your thoughts, Bud?
Nothing on the game, just made a quick question here, Ron. If there is a tie in the conference, is there a free throw percentage or anything that's a tiebreaker this year?
I don't know what the Black Diamond is doing with that. That's a good question. I'll have to ask Coach Metcalf that. The thing is, just take care of business. You win out, they don't have to worry about it.
Amen.
Rush gets hit with a walk.
Emma's been called for that quite a bit, and I see something there, but it doesn't look that pronounced. I'm surprised she's getting those calls, but it's not been the same referees either. So
well, she's picking the back foot up before she drops the ball down to dribble.
Okay. Almost stolen by Oliver.
Eastham back over to Reynolds for 3 off the side of the rim, and coming out of there with the rebound was Oliver. Oliver gets it over to Treat. Treat into the front court quickly. It's a 2-3 zone by Sesser-Valier. Rush Left side over to Webb. Skip pass, right side to Rush. Rush dumps it inside to Bent. Back to Rush. Thought about a 3. Can't get her feet set and get open. Oliver has it on the left side. Skip pass, right side to Rush. Her shot was blocked, and we're going to get a foul on the rebound. I think it's going against Sesser-Valier. It is number 22, Reagan Basso. And that'll be her first, team first. And they inbound it to Treat on the right side, right wing. She dribbles it out on top. Rush dumps it into ball. Oh, what a nice play by Reagan Basso to knock that ball loose on the entry pass. Treat tries to inbound it underneath the goal, gets it into Bent in the corner, out to Oliver. 5:53 to go. Rush in the paint, backs it out after she's double teamed. She'll set it up between the circles to Treat. Treat left side over to Webb, back to Rush. Treat has it. Treat takes a dribble. Little runner is way short and unable to control the rebound with Sesser to go to Vienna under their own goal. And that was so bad the defender couldn't even judge it. It was partially blocked. That helped immensely. Oliver with 5:30 to go, over to Treat. They'll set it up. Rush takes a couple of dribbles to the top of the key into Bent.
Nice shuffle pass in.
Her shot was blocked. Webb has it, and Webb is going to be fouled with a push. And I think this is going against Lillian Eastham. It is her first, team's second. And Rush will inbound it out on the left side. 15-foot jump shot, no good. And this time the rebound is corralled by Eastham. Into the front court comes Sesser-Valier. With the ball is Reynolds.
Wide open left side.
Around. Treat got by with a little tangle up, and Rush goes down, steals the ball. They're letting them play a little bit here. That's good. 4:55 to go in the first quarter. It's still 2-0. Sesser. Rush down. Oh, good ball movement. Oliver for 3 off the back of the rim. No good. Eastham, or that's Reynolds with another rebound. Reynolds into the front court with the dribble. Picks it up, bounces it left side over to Zome. Zome picks up the dribble. Now she gets it over to Kistner. And we're going to have a foul in the paint. Number 4, Emma Rush picks up her first foul. The second on the Eagles, and we're going to have a massive timeout with 4:28 to go. A very low-scoring affair here in early going.
Yeah,
2-0.
And Vienna 0 for 5, by the way, Ron.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? When you work with Russ Critter, your Vienna Edward Jones financial advisor, he focuses on what's important to you. You'll work together and use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And he'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact Russ today at 618-658-2222. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Tracy Williams and Laura Goddard at Goddard's Auto Body would like to welcome the Vienna girls and boys back to the hardwood. Goddard's Auto Body provides 24-hour towing, collision repair, brakes and shocks, alignments, oil changes, and can fit your car or truck with a new set of tires. Goddard's Auto Body is located at 865 Old Route 146 Loop. Call them at 618-658-3191 and see what Goddard's Auto Body can do for you. From Laura Goddard and Tracy Williams, good luck to the Vienna girls and boys this season. Go Eagles!
And Sesser inbounds the ball out on top. Coming to the left side. Their numbers are really difficult to pick up. With the ball, they dump it down in the inside, and Bent comes out of there with the steal. Bent races all the way down, and then she is going to be fouled with a push. Number 22, that's Basso's second foul, third on the Red Devils. Bent has it in the right corner, out on top to Oliver. Treat gets it back in the right corner, over to Bent. They're going to get a foul on a reach-in foul. This will go against
So much for letting them.
Basso, I think. Well, You got to call that one. She reached through her arm and tried to bat the ball away on the inbound, on the throw in, and she got her arm as she was coming underneath with a push from behind.
In for Sesser-Valier Waltonville, number 44, Jolie
Tucker, a senior, replacing Basso with 3 fouls. Long 3 off the back of the rim. Oliver did a great job of keeping it alive and getting the rebound out on top to Bent. That was a shot by Rush. They get it into Webb. Back to Oliver on top to Treat. Wide open 3 off the back of the rim. Rush has the rebound. Rush gets it over to Bent. Bent, 15-footers. Good! Addison Bent gets the Eagles on the board with 3:28 to go.
Took 8 shots, Ron, on goal before we got one to fall.
And 4.5 minutes. Across from the press into the front court. Reynolds down on the baseline. Reynolds gets it back into the paint. Triple team. Kicks it right side. Shot put up is short. And Bent's going to get the rebound. They're going to call it a jump ball. Eastham and Bent with the jump and possession arrow to the Eagles. And with 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in the first quarter, a high-scoring 2-2. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Treat thought about a 3, gets it into Bent, and Bent's going to get pushed from behind. And this is where the height that Bent has is really causing problems for Sesser-Valier. They're trying to deny her the entry pass, and she's getting good front position. That foul on number 44, Tucker, her first. That's the 5th team foul. Webb, Treat for 3 from the corner, short. Webb with the rebound. Webb gets it out to Treat into Bent, and Bent again fouled from behind. And what they're going to have to do, Sesser's going to have to go to a high-low. They're going to have somebody fronting Bent to keep that entry pass from coming in because she's got too much height. They're not going to be able to deny her the ball from behind. It just can't happen. Bent underneath, puts it up and in. And Bent with her 4th point of the game. 2:33 to go here in the first quarter. Racing all the way down. Cut off by Bent. They get it in over to Eastham. Eastham in the paint. Shot up, no good. Bent with another rebound. Bent dribbles out of trouble. Long pass up to Webb. Webb will bring it across the half line to Treat. Treat on the left wing. Out on, brings it to the top of the key, into the paint. Kicks it right side to Oliver. Oliver back over to Treat, and Treat will set up the play. Rush has it on the right wing. Out on top to Treat. Back to Rush on the wing. Wide open 3. No good. Bent with another rebound. No good, but she'll go to the line again. And this will go against Tucker, I believe. They
Two quick fouls on the.
They just cannot handle Bent on the inside.
I'm trying to compensate with shoving and push, whatever, just trying to keep her from having a smooth shot on goal.
I expect them to go to a high-low, or the zone's just not working, playing behind. First free throw is good, and it's Addison Bent 5, the Sesser-Valier Red Devils 2. Second free throw is no good, and the rebound. Nice seal out right there to get the rebound after it hit the ground. Reynolds into the front court. Over to Tucker, right side to Reynolds. She launches the 3. It was partially blocked, I believe, by Bent. Stays with Sesser. Zom has it. Kicks it out on top over to Reynolds, and Reynolds will set it up. Number 34 in there, Georgia Ort. She's a senior. A shot put up, no good, and Bent with another rebound. It has been the Addison Bent show here this afternoon. Rush, left side to Webb, back to Rush. Rush to Treat. If Vienna starts hitting a 3-point shot, Sesser will be in serious trouble. Into Bent. Bent throws up a 15-footer, too strong. Bent gets the rebound back. Takes it to the hole, off the glass, and she'll go to the line for 2. And this will either go against Christner or Tucker. Tucker picks up her 3rd.
Wow.
Both of their inside girls have 3 fouls each, and we still have 1:09 to go in the first quarter.
And Tucker came off the bench to replace Basso and picked up 3 in about, 2 minutes?
First free throw is good. Makes it 6-2.
That's Addison, Bent 6, Sesser-Valier, Waltonville 2, to put it in your terms.
Well, and it's 18 fouls.
Oh, rims
in and out, and the rebound comes out to Zom into the front court. Taking it hard to the hole, puts it up short, no good. Reynolds, or Bent with the rebound. Bent gets it up to Oliver, across the half line to Treat. Treat with 50 seconds to go, slows it up. Sesser still in the 2-3 zone. Left side over to Rush. Rush into Bent at the left elbow. Right side, Oliver, wide open three. Doesn't get it. They've not hit a three-pointer yet. Out to Treat. Treat with 35 seconds to go. Another offensive set for the Eagles. And she's just holding the ball. Wants one shot. 25 seconds to go. 6-2. And Vienna is shooting ice cold from the field. Treat. Out on top to Oliver, left side to Rush. Rush with 12 seconds to go. Oliver back to Rush. Rush with 8 seconds to go. Webb has it, 4 seconds. Right side, Oliver, that's Emma. Her shot was blocked, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. 6-2 is our score after one quarter. We'll be right back to Vienna High School after these messages.
Southern Trust Bank in Vienna would like to wish Vienna Eagle Boys Coach Dreer and Vienna Eagle Girls Coach Metcalf good luck this basketball season. Southern Trust Bank is locally owned with branches in Goreville and Marion and an ATM at the Lake of Egypt. With home interest rates at record lows, call them for help lowering your monthly mortgage payment or let them assist you in buying that new house. Or talk to them if you need financing for a new auto or truck. Southern Trust Bank, 618-658-8888.
When you don't have the right tools for the job, hard work just gets harder. With more standard features, longer warranty, and the best-in-class performance, you can get the job done right the first time, all for a value that offers, well, simply more than the rest. LS Tractor. See the LS difference at lstractorusa.com.
Come test drive an LS Tractor at CK Equipment in Vienna or check out their website at cksellsit.com.
We're back here for the second quarter. Sesser-Valier will have the basketball, and it's a man-to-man pressure by the Eagles. They get it into Tucker. Back out on to Reynolds for three off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound comes out there to Treat. Treat will bring it across the half line. Vienna trying to change it up here just a little bit, trying to get some scoring output. Bent, right side over to Treat. It's a 2-3 zone by Sesser-Valier, and the Eagles have not hit a three-pointer yet. Oliver will give it a shot off the front of the rim, no good. Webb with the rebound, up and in off the offensive board, 8-2. In that first quarter, I can give you the scoring for Vienna. Addison Bent had 2 field goals, the first with 3:28. She had 2 of 4 free throws, and she had all 6 points that the Eagles scored. For Sesser-Valier, their 2 points was by
Kistner with 2 free throws. No field goal made. They were 0 for 7, and Vienna was only 2 for 14, Ron.
2 for 14.
What a story on field goal percentage here.
That you won't be writing home about that. Tucker has the ball on the inside off the deflected pass. Her shot was no good, and Rush with the rebound. She rushes into the front court, 2-on-1, all the way. Oh, what a nice defensive play by Zom to knock that away. Yeah, Rush was rushing.
I caught that. That was very clever.
She gets it into Bent, out to Oliver. Back to Rush. Rush will take a couple of dribbles. Kicks it out on top over to Treat. Right side to Rush. Nice. Now that was a nice play by Tucker to sidestep that entry pass. Now she hits it back. Treat for 3. Off the side of the rim. No good, and Webb can't save it. What Tucker did there, she sidestepped, was on Bent's side as they tried to get it in, and instead of throwing it to Bent's left side, they threw it to her right side, and Tucker was able to knock that pass loose. That was a nice defensive play. Vienna's going to press here a little bit, and they get it right side. Three-pointer put up by Reynolds is no good, and we're going to have a foul on the rebound, and this looks like it's going to go against Emmy Treat. If it is, that'll be her first, just the third team foul on the Eagles. And Shaylee Moore, 5'9" freshman, the first sub for the Eagles here this afternoon. Shaylee had a very nice JV game here today.
Yes, she did.
In the right corner, blocked by Bent. And Bent comes out of there with the steal. That's the fourth turnover, all the way down, laying it up and in. 10-2, and Rush is the first person to score. Webb had it just a little bit ago. Another steal off the press. Moore lays it up and scores again. 12-2, and a quick timeout called. A 30. We're going to keep it right here with 6 minutes to go. And the press had immediate dividends for the Coach Metcalf's team.
And it was devastating in the JV game, but it looked like maybe Coach Metcalf was waiting for the right moment to start it, kind of catch him by surprise, and he did.
Well, Vienna they've been listless here in this first, and this is something that the girls have done for the last three or four games. They haven't had that spark to start the game. Today, they picked it up in the second quarter. The last two games we've played this week at Chester and then Goreville here Thursday night, it was the second half before they put it in gear.
Coach Beth Palmer mentioned that when she had morning girls games, she liked to do a press because it kind of got them going. They was a little lethargic sometimes in the mornings, and that seemed to get their blood going and wake them up and get them motivated.
And Vienna's girls are like this. They're like sharks, and I'll explain why in just a second. Into the front court with the dribble. Ball's knocked loose. Tucker has it long. Her foot was on the line. Shot up, no good. Webb with the rebound. Webb will bring it across the half line over to Treat. 5:37 to go here in the first half, and it's a 12-2 lead. Sesser's only 2 points from the free throw line. Off the glass on the bank from the right point by Bent, 14-2. And then we're going to get Treat with the blocking foul.
She was set, but then she tried to move with the opponent, didn't she, Ron?
Mm-hmm. Afraid to take that charge right there. 14-2 is our score. I have Sesser with 4 turnovers and Vienna with 1. Is that right?
4. I didn't have one for Vienna, but
yeah, they did have one.
Dad Barry Treat said he'd been working with him and trying to get her to take more charges. That might have been one where she
could have done that.
Trying to take the advice, yeah.
Right side with the ball. Shot was partially blocked, and coming out of there with it was Rush. Rush into the front court. Has trouble with the dribble herself. Picks it up and gets it over to
Emmy Vincent.
Emmy Vincent in there. Emmy, a 5'7" freshman. And she is tied up, and possession arrow will go to Vienna. That's a turnover. That changes the possession arrow. That'll be their second turnover of the game with 4:55 to go here in the first half. A 14-2 lead for the Eagles. Out on top to Moore. Moore, ball taken away from her, and that's their third turnover. Here comes Sesser. Zom into the right corner. I can't see who has it. Oh,
nice.
What a nice pass underneath,
and
she misses the bunny. That was Ort with the miss. And coming out of there with it was Rush. 3-on-2. Rush into the paint. Crossover step, off the glass and in. 16-2. Rush now with her 4th point of the game. It's a 1-2-2 full court press. And stolen away by Rush again. And to Moore. Off to Webb, up and in, off the steal. 18-2, and another timeout called by Sesser with 4:13 to go. A full timeout. I'm going to explain what I was talking about.
Sharks.
Vienna being the girls playing like sharks. They just sort of circle you, and then all of a sudden they taste blood, and they come to life, and they start attacking the ball as soon as they get that taste of blood in their fins.
A taste with their fins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know what else you call
Biology students, if you're listening at home, sharks taste with their fins.
Well, yeah, they'll taste with just about anything. They got that cold mechanical
Do sharks have
eyes.
tongues, Ron?
I don't know. I've never been in one.
Oh, and let's hope we stay that way.
I like to go to the water, and I have actually been in Florida and seen some sharks before, and made me very hesitant to want to get out of the water.
To get out of the water?
Yes, it made me very
hesitant.
I was very
to
hesitant to stay in there with them.
Oh, okay.
I was on a little raft.
Well, one come by and taste you with their fin.
Well, you never know. I didn't want to be finned, that's for sure.
Oh, I hope glad you're not offended for the.
No, and neither were they. They just left me alone, and I politely
jokes
worked my way into the shoreline. In all seriousness, more shark bites happen 2 to 3 feet in the water, right off the shore. And because you got to be very careful when they're around.
Well, I just seen on the news the other night that they said that most train and vehicle accidents happened on the track.
It's true.
I was surprised by that. Why, I do not know.
Probably because they just lollygag around.
Well, it would be very odd for a train and car wreck off the tracks, though, wouldn't it?
True.
Okay.
But the sharks, you would think sharks would bite you, if you were out in deeper water. But
maybe they're just 2
to 3 feet is where it's really dangerous. Because they like that thrashing sound. People playing in the water, they like the thrashing sound, and that attracts them. Back here, and that's similar to what the girls do. They
thrash.
When they catch that.
Oh, and she drug her foot. That's going to be
another turnover off the press. That is the 6th turnover on the Red Devils with 4:05 to go here in the first half. Out on top, Moore has it. Moore picks up the dribble. On top to Rush. Rush thought about a 3. Bounces it to Bent. Bent back out on top to Rush. Left side to Webb. Back to Rush. Rush into Bent. That's a snap pass. Moore. Rush for 3. Way off the mark. And able to save it was Webb. Back out on top to Bent. Bent. Right side to Rush. Rush tried to go baseline. Nice job by Tucker to cut her off. Over to Bent.
Nice movement.
Short, no good. And the rebound stolen away. And going down to the ground. Who was that masked person? That was Moore down on the ground. So each team's.
She managed not to walk then. That was impressive.
Each team with a turnover there. And Sesser inbounds the ball. Blake breaking it with the dribble was Reynolds. Reynolds all the way down. Nobody cut her off. Put the shot up. No good. And Bent with the rebound. Addison brings it across the half line. Over to Webb. Right side to Moore. Moore tries to drive baseline. Batted around, and it's stolen away. Here comes Sesser. All the way down, and the foul will go against Webb, maybe. Yep, Webb will pick up the foul. That'll be her first, team 4th, and to the free throw line. And the ponytail is hiding the number.
Number 12, Reynolds.
Is that who it is? I can't tell. I know it's a 1. Has to be.
I have a little better angle there.
She's the only 1 number in there right now. She misses the first free throw. It remains 18-2 with 3 minutes and 2 seconds to go. Second free throw by Reynolds is good. She's in the scoring column there. She's got 3 now. She's got all 3 points, right?
That was East Kistner with a 2 earlier.
Okay. Rush from the left elbow. Tried to force it into Bent. Ball's knocked loose, and Sesser comes out there with it.
I'd like to see Emma with a little quicker, being able to get a 3 off a little quicker. The defense been having too much time to.
3-pointer is good, and that was
Reynolds. Number 3.
No, it was number 12. Yes, it was Reynolds.
I mean, a 3 for number 12. Yeah.
18-6. Ball's knocked loose. Ben has it.
Good little give and go there. Oh,
no good. Rebound on the weak side.
Webb
was.
I believe it was Webb.
They gave it to a Webb. Yeah. Yes. 20-6.
She has 6 points in this game.
Stolen away. Ben has it. Off the glass. No good. She'll go to the line for 2. Fouls on Sesser's number 12. That'll be Micah Reynolds' first. The 9th team foul. They've gone a long time. Sitting on 8. Bent to the free throw line to shoot 2. Free throw is nothing but the bottom of the net. 21-6. And a couple of subs here. Oliver comes back in, and number 22, Macy Whiting.
It's a big, we talked about in the first game, she had 18 points in the first period.
Wow.
6'1" sophomore.
Bent missed the second free throw. She had a very good game. Driving hard to the basket, shot up, short, no good, fight for the rebound, and Bent comes out there with it, and then she bounces it out of bounds. Now Whiting comes in. Macy, a 6'1" sophomore, replaces the 6'1" senior. 7 turnovers on the Eagles, 8 on Sesser-Valier. In the right corner, over to Ort. Her shot up, no good. And Whiting got by with a push in the back there. And their coach is not very happy about that. We had a great angle on it. Treat for 3, no good.
All her shots have been to the left.
Oliver, I believe. Yes, it was. Oliver with the weak side rebound, 23-6. Into the front court. A foul, number 21, Oliver, I believe it is. And Coach Metcalf is not going to be happy with them dribbling through the press. A buck and a quarter left here in the first half, 23-6. Sesser gets it into Tucker in the right corner. Tucker hands it off and then passes it this way over to Ort. Ort drives right baseline. She's cut off by Treat. Out on top, over to Zom. Zom dribbles into the paint, puts a shot up off the glass and scores. Ella Zom with the senior makes it 23-8. Into the front court, Oliver has it. Out on top to Vincent. Vincent goes right side to Treat. Treat back to the top of the key, left side to Rush. Rush with 40 seconds to go, dribbling out on top, the right side to Oliver. Looks like the Eagles want one shot. Treat to Whiting to Rush. Rush has the ball blocked away from her, and she gets it over to Oliver with 20 seconds to go. Back to Treat. Treat goes around the right side to Rush. Rush to the top of the key. Around to the left, all the way down, puts a shot off the glass, doesn't get it. With the rebound was Whiting, and she's going to be fouled. She'll go to the line for 2 with 8.7 seconds to go, and the foul on Sesser-Valier's number 2, Anna Kistner. Her first.
So she'll shoot 2, regardless.
And Whiting. Her first free throw is no good. Treat's going to have a quick little break here. Shaylee Moore comes in. Second free throw is no good, and rebound was by Emma Rush. Nobody boxed her out, and 44, that'll be Tucker's 4th foul. Wow.
Off the bench.
And Rush just wasn't boxed out on that missed free throw. 7.3 seconds to go here in the first half, and Emma to the line to shoot 2. Her first free throw is good. 24-8. And Moore and Webb will be inside. Tucker's going to have a seat, so she can't pick up that 5th foul. Her second free throw is no good, and rebound comes out of there to Sesser. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Vincent, and with 2.6 seconds to go, Sesser will have it at midcourt. Reynolds gets it into the backcourt, and from half court, the shot way off the mark, and that's how the first 16 minutes comes to rest. 24-8 is our halftime score. We'll total everything up and be back for some stats and some conversation right after these messages.
Susie and Danny Joe Trevelyan, along with Joel and Judd and the families of Trevelyan Farms in Grantsburg, wish the Vienna boys and girls basketball teams good luck as they finally get back on the floor. We're not able to be there to support you in person, but we want you to know that we are there to support you in true Vienna Eagle spirit. Congratulations to the seniors for all your dedication and hard work, and good luck not only this season but for the rest of your lives. Once again, good luck to all the Vienna teams from Trevelyan Farms.
With 25 years experience, Vince Hofford at Vince's DJ Show provides professional DJ services with music for all occasions. Whether it's a wedding, class reunion, school dance, prom, homecoming, or party in your backyard, Vince's DJ Show can provide the music for all your party needs. Vince's DJ Show welcomes Vienna boys coach Steve Dreer and welcomes back coach Rick Metcalf as the new girls coach. Good luck, Vienna boys and girls, and give Vince a call at 618-658-9095.
Everyone at Southern FS would like to wish Coach Rick Metcalf and the Vienna Eagle girls and Coach Steve Dreer and the Vienna Eagle boys basketball teams lots of success this basketball season. Southern FS is your local source for gas or diesel fuel, LP gas for your residential or commercial needs, feed, seed, and chemical or agronomy needs. Southern FS Vienna's office is located at 615 Old Route 146 Loop, or give them a call at 618-658-5231. From everyone at Southern FS, let's go Eagles. Bank anytime with Allegiance Bank app, introducing new features with all the conveniences you already love, like 24/7 access, account transactions, online bill pay, and now even more powerful tools like mobile deposit for true banking on the go. Spin, making person-to-person payments easy and secure, along with smart tools like Go Focus to help you visualize your financial profile and plan for the future. It's the next best thing to banking with them in person. Download their app for free today in the App Store or Google Play. Allegiance Bank, building stronger communities since 1906. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Are you saving enough to maintain your current lifestyle throughout your retirement years? Is it time to increase your retirement plan contributions? Is your asset allocation consistent with your retirement planning goals? Rodney Golson at Golson Financial Services can help you determine if it would be in your best interest to revisit your retirement planning goals. Call him today at 618-658-7008 or simply stop by the office to arrange a free, no-obligation personal consultation. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Larry and Ned Trevelyan of Trevelyan Brothers Construction would like to wish the Vienna Eagles boys and girls basketball teams good luck this season. Call Trevelyan Brothers Construction for a bid for any residential or commercial construction need. They also can provide landscaping for your residential or commercial projects. Trevelyan Brothers Construction is located at 1915 State Route 146 East, Vienna, Illinois. Give Ned Trevelyan a call to set up a time for a quote at 618-658-4590.
At Pantera, we understand life is busy. We know you have priorities that take precedence over making a trip to the bank. I'm Jeff Spieth, Market Executive for Pantera, and I've been there. That's why we strive to offer convenient options that make banking easy for you. Pay for your coffee with your phone using Digital Wallet. Deposit your checks from the stands with Mobile Check Deposit. Pay bills and more from the comfort of your home with digital banking. Pantera, proud supporters of high school athletics. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And we're back here at Vienna High School getting ready for the start of the second half. And we're going to do, you want to give some totals here real quick before you take off, Bud? Oh, hang on. Fix that. There you go.
Absolutely. For
Sesser-Valier, 2 for 17.
The one that stands out the most, that's right, is 2 field goals out of 17 attempts.
12%.
11, yeah, round off 12%. That's the story here. For scoring-wise, Anna Kistner with 2, Micah Reynolds with 4, Ella Zom 2, and that's it. Of the 8 points is all here at half for them. For Vienna, we have 5 from Emma Rush, Emmy Vinson, some playing time, no baskets. Emma Treat, 5 shots, but no scoring yet. Natalie Webb, 6. And Haley Oliver, 2. Addison Bent with 9. And Shaylee Moore contributing 2.
And what's interesting here, how was Vienna shooting?
Vienna is shooting 10 for 29.
10 for 29.
Yep. only 4 from 10 from the line is noteworthy here as well.
34%
Yeah,
for the game.
so really poor shooting.
Vienna's three-point shooting has been absolutely dismal, as they have not made one three-pointer here tonight or this afternoon.
That's right. And actually, Vienna struggled from the three-point line as well.
That's what I'm talking about. Vienna has shot many, many threes, and they're 0 from three-point land. Here's something that's interesting. So Sesser made the first 2 points of the game by a free throw. Then it took a long time coming, but it was an 18-0 run by Vienna to open up an 18-2 lead. It was 6-2 after one quarter. Bent scored the first basket, the first points for Vienna with 3:28 to go in the first quarter. Bent had 2 baskets and 2 of 4 from the free throw line for all 6 points in the first quarter. Since then, other people with Vienna have gotten into the game scoring-wise. The press, Danny, really made a difference here. It was the press that got Vienna alive and opened up the lead that they have now.
Yeah, the press was going to be problematic, and like you said, he looked like he might have just saved that for the right moment, and that put us on that 18-0 run.
The Vienna only 4 of 10, you pointed out, from the free throw line, 40%. If this was a really close game, that would be a very, very troubling stat. Sesser is 3 of 4 from the free throw line for 75% here in the first half. So we're about 4 minutes away from the start of the second half. We'll talk a little bit about here the next week. Don't forget this afternoon, starting at 3 o'clock, we've got a triple header with the boys, freshman, JV, and then the varsity. And the varsity game will start around 5:15 or so here this evening. Then next week, we've got a lot of basketball. We finally have to go on the road virtually for the entire week. It's going to be a long week next week. We have at Sesser, at Christopher on Monday. The girls are at Christopher. The boys are at Sesser on Tuesday. The girls are at, start this again. On Monday, the girls are at Christopher. The boys on Tuesday are at ZR, Ziegler-Royalton. On Wednesday, the girls go up to Sesser. We will not be broadcasting that game. We will have the boys Galatia game at 6:15 right here at Vienna High School. That's been added. Thursday night next week is an off night. Friday night, the boys will be at Christopher. And then on Saturday, we have a doubleheader. The girls play Trico here at 1 o'clock. And then the boys play Trico that evening. The boys play Christopher here at Vienna High School, Carterville. Man, I'm having trouble. I'm looking at Carterville,
I feel your
and
pain.
Christopher's right there the day before. But Carterville comes in here Saturday night, and Carterville is a... Saturday we'll see what the date is here. In March 19th, it's a Friday night. Can start football season playing. Most teams are going to play on Saturdays, the 2 weeks in March, because of the potential cold weather that you can have on Friday nights, and the football fields are just going to get ripped up. These grass fields in the spring, it's a sad situation, because when you're playing in August and September and into October, you're not going to tear the fields up the way you are in March and April, and these grass fields are just going to get absolutely desecrated.
And I was chatting with Mason about that. I think they're going to allow the people to attend the games more openly than they have like indoor events. So
well,
we'll
it
see.
is outdoors, but
yeah.
In Illinois, who knows?
Well, if there's a river around, you follow the signs, so we probably won't be able to. We won't be able to attend because there's a creek nearby.
Sesser will have the basketball going from your left to right this half. Out on top with the ball is Eastham. And they try to get it inside. Bent steals it. Long outlet to Webb. Webb, nice bounce pass over to Rush, and she can't handle the bounce pass, but she comes back to get it back. Into the front court. Treat will set it up between the circles. Left side to Oliver. It's a 2-3 zone by Sesser. They've stayed in that the entire way. Right side, Treat. Wide open three off the base of the rim. No good. And the rebound comes out there to Eastham. Eastham will take a couple of dribbles. And across the half line is Reynolds. She gets it off to Zome. Zome out man-to-man pressure by the Eagles now. Zome picks up the dribble. They try to force it inside, and it's knocked away. Webb got it knocked away, and then they're going to kind of a push from behind as Oliver. And this may go against, no, it's number 12, Reynolds. That'll be her second. And with 7:03 to go here in the third quarter, we've had no scoring yet. It's still 24-8. Rush over to Treat. Treat brings it into the front court. She goes left side over to Oliver. Oliver to Bent. Bent between the circles, right side to Treat. Treat brings it back to the top of the key, left side, Rush, wide open three. Got it.
That was her first good post-up look there, and she nailed it.
And it's the first three-pointer of the game for the Vienna Eagles, 31-8. Into the front court. Reynolds has it. Reynolds, left side over to Zome. Ella Zome with the ball, senior for the Red Devils. And they're going to get a push on Rush. That'll be Rush's second.
I didn't see it. They seen a hand check.
6:27 to go here in the third quarter. They get it into Zome. Zome to Reynolds. Reynolds thought about a three, doesn't pull the trigger. Hands it off over to Eastham. Oh, nice bounce pass. And then we're going to get Rush with the foul.
Third foul came
This will
quick.
go Kistner. They were trying to get the ball to Kistner on the low block. And that'll be a non-shooting foul. Second foul of the quarter. And it's the third on Rush.
I had three, but it said two on the board, so I must have missed one to signed it to the wrong person, or they'll figure that out here in a minute.
New science. Treat with the ball. Left side over to Oliver. Oliver, skip pass, right side to Treat. Treat drives into the paint. Little runner on the baseline, no good. Treat gets it back. Treat will dribble out of trouble. Out to the top of the key.
Haley
Left
Oliver,
side over to
second
Oliver. Oliver looks inside, skip pass, right side to Treat. Bent, left side over to Rush. Rush comes up to the three-point line and then is challenged, doesn't get the shot off. Rush has it again. 5:34 to go here in the third. Treat has it. Treat, left side over to Oliver. They get it into Bent. Turns, spins, all in one motion. Shot up, no good. Rebound comes out of there to Eastham. Eastham gets it to Reynolds, and Reynolds will bring it across the half line. 5:15 to go here in the third. On the left baseline, Sesser has it, throws it up into Reynolds. Reynolds takes it to the hole, count it, and one, and she was tripped. This may go against Webb. No, they're going to get Rush. That'll be her fourth. Reynolds gets the basket, 31-10.
That's Rush's third, actually. The other foul logo was on Haley Oliver. So
okay. So
I had it the same way, Ron. Yeah, she just has three now and pulls the rebound down.
That's good for Emma. Emma with the missed rebound, or the rebound off the missed shot. as I was trying to fix my notes here. Treat goes to the right side and right through Rush's hands. She gets it before it falls out of bounds. Now she tries to go baseline down to Bent, and Bent puts it on the rim. It falls off, and then we're going to have a jump ball. And possession arrow to Vienna. And Vienna, with the third quarter, very lethargic to start this third quarter.
Could be morning basketball, Ron, but it seems bigger than that, doesn't it? Just seems like they're just not hitting on all cylinders.
(27-10) is our score. Vienna with the ball under their goal. They get it into Bent. Out on top over to Oliver. Oliver drives in. Little 10-footer, no good. Bent is going to get the foul coming over the top. Or no, it's Webb. Webb gets the foul coming over the top. That'll be her second. And all of a sudden, Vienna has 4 team fouls. Oliver comes out, and I think it's Shaylee Moore.
I think that's...
yeah, Shaylee Moore's in there.
Oh, okay, so 13.
And Vincent's
Emmy
in there
Vincent
too.
was already in, okay.
Reynolds from the right elbow, 15-footer's no good. And the rebound comes out there to Moore. Moore bulls her way down the right sideline, down to Webb, up and in. 29-10 as Webb gets the basket. She now has 8 points. Reynolds brings it across the half line, being accosted by Bent. Into the right corner, Zome picks up the dribble. Back over to Zome, to Reynolds. Reynolds looks inside. They try to force it inside. Ball's knocked loose, and it comes out there to Vienna.
Could be a slam dunk.
Addison Bent calls the way down, lays it up and in, and
settles for the layup.
Vincent got the steal, 31-10. Ort brings it into the front court, down to, nice pass over to Basso, and is Emmy Vincent going to pick up the foul? It is Emmy's first. And to the free throw line, we have a mask timeout, and that is Reynolds to the free throw line to shoot 2. We'll take a break, 31-10, Vienna.
Rusty Flam of Rusty's Home Center in Anna, Vienna, and coming soon to Goreville wishes all the teams in Union and Johnson counties good luck this basketball season. It's nice to see you back on the hardwood. Speaking of hardwood, go to Rusty's for all of your lumber needs for new construction or home repair. Or if you need new doors, new windows, a new roof, or you want a new kitchen, they can do all of that at Rusty's Home Center in Anna, Vienna, and soon in Goreville. Call Rusty's in Anna at 618-833-2101 or in Vienna at 618-658-3761. Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? When you work with Russ Critter, your Vienna Edward Jones financial advisor, he focuses on what's important to you. You'll work together and use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And he'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact Russ today at 618-658-2222. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
We're back here at Vienna High School. 31-10 is the score right now. And want to point this out that if it gets to a 30-point lead at any time in the fourth quarter, it'll be a continuous clock with 3:35 to go. And, Reynolds is going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Dan, that is the way this game's been going, that is a distinct possibility.
Yes, absolutely. Especially if we throw the press back on for any extended time.
Reynolds, her free throw is good. Makes it 31-11. A 20-point deficit for the Lady Red Devils.
And Micah Reynolds has 5 points for the Red Devils. She's leading their team.
Second free throw is nothing but the bottom of the net. That's a nice looking free throw. They get into Treat. Over to Bent. Bent across the half line, picks up the dribble. Back out on top. Treat will have it and set up the play. Right side to Webb. They get it into Bent. Off the glass, way strong. Rebound. comes out of there to Sesser-Valier. That's Eastham. Eastham gets it to Reynolds, and Reynolds will bring it across the half line. Man-to-man pressure by the Eagles. 3:08 to go here in the third. 31-11. Right side to Ort. Eastham has it. Baseball. Oh, nice pass. They forced it through there. Ort had her shot blocked by Bent, and Bent comes out of there with it. Racing into the front court is Treat. Now she'll slow it up. And then she'll set up the play. Treat still with the dribble, picks it up. Now gets into Bent. Bent down to Webb, and Webb's going to be fouled. This will go against Eastham, and that'll be Eastham's third foul.
Oh, they're not going to give her the shooting foul on that.
Wow. Looking to get it in. And it hits the basketball goal, and that'll be a turnover on the Eagles. She was trying to get it to Webb right in front of us here, and that didn't happen. Full court pressure by the Eagles. And then a couple of subs. Zome's coming back in, along with number 22 is Basso.
She's been out for quite a while, Ron.
She has. She picked up 3 quick fouls in the first quarter. They get it into zone. Reynolds has it, breaks the press. Reynolds goes all the way down, blocked from behind. I think that was Webb with the block. Webb has it now. Or Vincent has it. They get it into Bent. Bent off the glass.
Man,
way strong
again.
There, and the weak side rebound pulled out there by Zome. Zome into the front court for Sesser. Picks up the dribble. Skip pass. Over to Reynolds. Launches the 3. Got it. Reynolds with 3. And that makes it 31-15. 5-0 run by Sesser-Valier. Full court pressure. They get it over to Treat. Back over, or Treat has it now. Vincent was the one they got it into. And then nice play. Knocking it away was Eastham. And Rush is going to come back in for Emmy Vincent. 1:52 to go here in the third quarter, and Sesser playing with a little bit more inspiration. Moore for a long 3 from the baseline, no good. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Vienna's only hit that 1 3-pointer by Rush. And out of bounds off of Reynolds. Yes. Hit the first shot. The first 3-pointer was the beginning of this quarter, and that's the only 3 that Vienna's hit today. Webb will try it from 3 from the baseline. This one's no good. Rebound from the weak side by Moore, up and in. Moore gets the basket from the weak side, and we're going to get Moore with the foul. That'll be Shaylee's first. That'll be the 6th team foul on the Eagles. And that'll be a 1-and-1 from this point forward. So for the entire fourth quarter and the last minute 31, unless it's a player control foul, Vienna will be sending Sesser-Valier to the free throw line. Zome out on top over to Eastham. Eastham takes a couple of dribbles. Oh, what a great block, a pick by Reynolds. Zome has it behind the back dribble to the right side, and then coming in to tie it up was Emmy Treat, and she just came from the blind side and reached in and tied that puppy up
and locked onto it like a
bull,
pit bull,
pit bull with a bone.
Pork chop.
A pork chop will work too. That's a bone. That shot was no good, and then nice play on the inside. That was Kister with the rebound. Emma Rush, now that'll be her 4th. We had the wrong one earlier, but she got that one. And Anna Kistner to the free throw line. The senior's free throw is no good.
Oliver in for Treat for the last 58 seconds at least.
Keep Treat from picking up her 3rd foul potentially. Second free throw is good. She hits 1 of 2, and it's a 6-0 run by Sesser-Valier. And we're going to have a foul. Number 4 Eastham was holding the jersey of Treat, trying to keep her from getting the ball. And that'll be her 4th foul. And Emmy had to be careful there because she threw an elbow. They could have called that. Bent into the front court.
She
all the way down to Oliver.
Wow.
Nice pass over to Oliver. 35-16 as Bent gets the assist. She's done it all here today. Blocked shots, rebound, made free throws, made baskets, got an assist. Zone with the ball. Over to Reynolds. 35 seconds to go. Reynolds on top with the ball. Zone has trouble with it. Gets it back. She's in trouble. And they get it to Eastham. Eastham back over to Zone. 20 seconds to go. Zone dribbles out of trouble. Hands it off over to Reynolds. Reynolds trying to get it to Zone and does. Zone on the right side. They tried to get it into Kistner. Knocking it away was Vienna. 8.6 seconds to go here in the third. 35-16. Long three is good, and that was Zone with the basket. Ella Zone, the senior, makes it 35-19, and Sesser closes the quarter on a 9-0 run, a 9-2 run. Nice play by Sesser-Valier to close that quarter out. We'll send it out, take a couple of message breaks, and be right back.
Tracy Williams and Laura Goddard at Goddard's Auto Body would like to welcome the Vienna girls and boys back to the hardwood. Goddard's Auto Body provides 24-hour towing, collision repair, brakes and shocks, alignments, oil changes, and can fit your car or truck with a new set of tires. Goddard's Auto Body is located at 865 Old Route 146 Loop. Call them at 618-658-3191 and see what Goddard's Auto Body can do for you. From Laura Goddard and Tracy Williams, good luck to the Vienna girls and boys this season. Go Eagles!
Southern Trust Bank in Vienna would like to wish Vienna Eagle boys coach Dreer and Vienna Eagle girls coach Metcalf good luck this basketball season. Southern Trust Bank is locally owned with branches in Goreville and Marion and an ATM at the Lake of Egypt. With home interest rates at record lows, call them for help lowering your monthly mortgage payment or let them assist you in buying that new house. Or talk to them if you need financing for a new auto or truck. Southern Trust Bank, 618-658-8888.
In that third quarter, Vienna did not attempt a free throw as they moved back into their lethargic way of playing there in that third quarter. They just didn't play inspired on either side of the ball, and it was they had a 31-10 lead, and it's 35-19 as we enter the fourth quarter. Vienna with the basketball. Rush with her 4 fouls in the left corner over to Treat. It's been a 2-3 zone the entire way by Sesser-Valier here this afternoon. Oliver to Rush. They get it into Webb, and Webb, before the shot, is going to be pushed from behind. And this will go against number 22, Basso, and that'll be her 4th. Webb was literally pushed with both hands and from behind, and then traveling call on Rush. That's just the 9th turnover on Vienna here in the game, but that's her 2nd for the half. They just, Danny, they got to get that spark. Basso goes right side on the baseline. She's cut off. Oliver all over her. 5-second count's on, and they get it off before the 5-second count is called. Reynolds goes underneath, reverse layup. Oh, what a beautiful reverse layup by Micah Reynolds. 35-21.
14-point ball game, Ron.
Treat into the front court. Rush throws it away. That's 10 turnovers on the Eagles. Zone brings it across the half line. Zone sets it up between the circles. She goes right side to Reynolds. Reynolds looks inside. Bounces it out on top to Zone from the right elbow. Shot up, too strong. Rebound, pulled out there by Basso, and then unable to save it was Zone, and that'll be their 12th turnover of the game with 6:36 to go here in this basketball game. Vienna looking for a spark. Rush brings it across the half line. Passes it off to Treat into the right corner to Bent. Oh, what a nice give and go to Rush. And she misses the bunny. Fight for the loose ball, and it comes out to Sesser. Zome has it in the front court. Zome goes all the way down, forces the shot up, and got the roll. 35-23.
12-point game, Ron.
Down to Treat, double teamed. Right side to Rush. Rush on the right elbow. Gets it back out on top to Treat, back to Rush. Rush, head and shoulders fakes, drives baseline, misses the shot. Rebound comes out there to Basso. Basso brings it into the front court. Reynolds has it. Reynolds goes all the way down, and she's going to be pushed way out here, and this will go against Natalie Webb, and that'll be Webb's third.
Natalie's had a pretty good game.
Moore coming in. Full timeout called by Sesser. 35-23. They're back to within 12. We'll be right back.
When you don't have the right tools for the job, hard work just gets harder. With more standard features, longer warranty, and the best in class performance, you can get the job done right the first time, all for a value that offers, well, simply more than the rest. LS Tractor. See the LS difference at lstractorusa.com.
Come test drive an LS Tractor at CK Equipment in Vienna or check out their website at cksellsit.com.
We're back here at Vienna High School, and the Vienna Eagles had a 31-10 lead. And from that point, the Eagles have only scored 2 baskets, and it has been a 13-4 run to cut it to just a 12-point deficit. And this is the closest that Sesser has been since early in the second quarter. And they go to the free throw line with an opportunity to cut it down to a 10-point deficit. Micah Reynolds with a beautiful reverse layup just a few moments ago steps up here to the free throw line, and her first is good. 35-24. And when you're behind, the first thing you want to do is get it down to a 10-point lead, and that's what they've done. 35-25. They've dropped the press off, and Vienna has allowed Sesser-Valier back into this basketball game. Treat brings it across, get it to Moore. Down on the low block, Webb has it knocked away from her, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Webb. And that is the 11th turnover. And quickly, they've had 4 turnovers in a hurry. Zome has trouble with the handle. They get it over to, I think, Ort, and then she gets it to Reynolds. Reynolds, the ball handler, 15-foot jump shot, rims in and out, no good, and we're going to get a foul on the rebound. This will go against Vienna, and that'll be Webb with the foul, I believe. It is. It's Webb's 4th. And to the free throw line is Georgia Ort, the senior. Her first free throw is good, and they're within 10. A 3-possession game. 35-26, and they can make it. It's the first time they've been inside of 10 points forever. Second free throw is also good. 35-27. 5:20 to go in this game. Vienna better wake up. They're like Rip Van Winkle here this afternoon. Webb to Haley Oliver. Oliver back to Webb. Out to Vincent. Or that's Treat. Webb, Oliver for a long deuce. No good. Rebound by Reynolds. Reynolds brings it in the front court with the dribble. Reynolds all the way down to the right baseline. Picks up the dribble out to Zome. Zome looks inside. Zome to the top of the key. Picks up the dribble. Looking for somebody to get it to and gets it to Ort. Ort comes around the top on the right side, takes it to the hole, puts it up, doesn't get the roll. Weak side rebound is to Easton was fouled on the rebound. She'll go to the line for 2. No, that's Kirsten. I thought that was Easton, but it's Kirsten and that's fouls on 15. Emmy Treat, 3 fouls. Coach Metcalf wants a timeout with 4:39 to go here in this game. And 10 team fouls on the Eagles to just 4 for Sesser-Valier. And Danny, Vienna has done everything in its power to get Sesser-Valier back in this game, and they've accomplished the feat.
Yeah, you let a dog back in a fight, let them believe they can win, and now you got a dog fight.
Well, Sesser's got confidence. They're playing. Vienna's playing very timid out here on the floor. They're not attacking the basket. They have very few shots in the paint. Everything's from the perimeter. And the case in point, they haven't had a free throw attempt this half. And that's because everything is coming from the outside. Vienna has quit attacking the basket here in this half.
Well, Addison did go 1 for 5 in that third quarter. She was shooting a little hot off the bank, but I don't think you quit with that. You still got to get inside. And they're in such foul trouble, they really can't try to do much to her in the paint.
The reason they're in foul trouble is because they're playing with their hands. They're not playing with their butt. They're not boxing out.
Right.
First free throw is good. 35-28. Anna Kistner's second free throw is also good.
It's a 6-point ball game, Ron.
35-29. The last 6 points by Sesser have come from the free throw line, and they're on a 10-0 run this quarter into the front court. Webb, skip pass, right side over to Rush. Rush picks up the dribble. They get it to Bent. Bent double teamed. Out on top to Treat. Left side to Oliver. Back to Treat. Emmy Treat with the ball, just holding it. Right side over to Rush. Are they going to try to force them out of the zone? Rush goes all the way down, forces the shot up, and gets the basket. And that's the first basket with 4:08 to go here in this quarter. 37-29, an 8-point lead for the Eagles. Zone. Ball stripped away by Bent. Bent on a breakaway. Goes down, lays it up, and misses the bunny. Oh, my goodness gracious. Here comes Sesser-Valier. Reynolds loses possession of it. That's their 14th turnover for the game with 3:44 left in this basketball game. Bringing it across the half line is Rush. Rush to Oliver. Oliver out on top to Treat. Back to Oliver. They've extended the zone. Now they're going to match up. Rush over to Webb to Oliver. Oliver double teamed. Goes baseline. Kicks it out on top to Treat. Nice release. 3:15 to go in the game. 37-29. Vienna clinging to an 8-point lead. Ball's stripped, and they're going to get a foul. This may go against Reynolds, I believe. No, it's number 2, Anna Kistner. That's her second. Just the 15th foul with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the game. Rush will inbound it in the backcourt. And they've extended the 1-3-1. Webb out on top to Treat. Treat is fouled by Kistner. That'll be the 16th foul, the third on Kistner, and this will put both teams in the bonus. Sesser's in the double bonus, and Vienna will be shooting a 1-and-1. The ball's knocked away. Nice play by Reynolds to knock it out of bounds, keeping it from going to Rush. Now it'll be free throw line extended. Emmy Treat will inbound the ball for the Eagles. She slaps the ball. They get it into Webb. Webb hands it off to Treat. Treat working against Easton. Back to Rush. Rush dribbles on the right side. Maintains her dribble. Takes it to the top of the key. Dribbles out. Hands it off to Treat. Treat bounces it back to Rush. Rush with 2:35 to go here in the game. Picks up the dribble. Gets it over to Treat. Treat splits a double team. Dribbles back around in circles. Back over to Rush. Rush double teamed, and she's going to go down, and this will go against Sesser-Valier's number 4, Eastham, and Eastham has just fouled out of the game. She may not be the last. Emma Rush will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Had our first points of the fourth quarter for the Eagles with 4:08 to go. And now a 1-and-1. Rush's first free throw is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 38-29, and she can make it a 10-point lead here with the made basket free throw with 2:25 left. Second free throw, no good. And the rebound comes out of there to Basso. Basso gets it to Zome. Zome. Back to Basso. They get it to Reynolds. 10-second count. 15 turnovers. And that's a 10-second count. Vienna gets it into Oliver. Back over to Treat. Treat with a 38-29 lead. Treat dribbles in trouble. She's out by center court, throws it away. Coming the other way. Reynolds all the way down, splits a double team, lays it up and in. 38-31, a 7-point lead, and a travel on Rush. 13 turnovers on the Eagles, down to 7 points with 1:53 left in the game. Reynolds looks to inbound it. Gets it out on top to Busco. Busco into the paint. Little runner, splits the double team. She's going to the line for 2, and this may be Rush's 5th foul. No, they're going to call Treat. That'll be Emmy Treat's 4th foul. She now has 4. Emma Rush has 4. Natalie Webb has 4 for the Eagles.
Zom at the line.
Zom is at the free throw line for 2, and her first is nothing but the bottom of the net. 38-32. And this could down to a 2-possession game.
Wow.
1:49 left. Second free throw is in and out. No good. Rush with the rebound. Rush has the ball stripped away from her, and it's going to be tied up. Possession arrow to Sesser. Sesser-Valier with the possession arrow with 1:44 left in the game, and Vienna is playing not to lose. That's going to come back to bite them in the butt here. 38-32. They get it into Basso. Basso hands it off to Reynolds. Reynolds turns, spins, attacks to the top of the key. Thought about taking the shot, doesn't. Gets it over to Zome. Zome goes left baseline, double team, and Reynolds steps on the out-of-bounds line. What a costly turnover for Reynolds and the Red Devils.
And Emmy Treat tells the girls, take care of the ball when she passed it in just then.
Rush goes baseline or on the sideline, and she's going to be fouled by Basso, and that'll be her 5th foul. Rush will go to the free throw line for 2.
No, sorry. 1-1.
Oh, yeah, 1-1.
That's my bad.
And Tucker comes back in. She has 4 fouls for the Red Devils. Emma Rush can make this a 3-possession game with a free throw here.
And she's tied with Addison Bent for the team lead.
And does. 39-22 makes it a 3-possession game with 1:24 left. That's her 12th point of the game. Emma Rush trying to give the Eagles 40 points, and does for the game. It's a 8-point lead, and we're under 1:20 to go here in this game. Zome into the front court with the dribble. Forces
that was
it
a
down
nice,
inside
nice
over to
look.
Ort.
A little late, maybe.
Tucker comes out there with a loose ball. Gets it out to Reynolds. Reynolds back to Tucker in the left corner. Tucker hands it off to Reynolds. Reynolds can't get the shot off. Ort has it go off of her, and Ort's going to pick up the foul against Webb. And that'll be Georgia's Ort's first foul of the game, and now we'll make...
That was actually a smart foul to do it quickly, before they run some more time off the clock.
Last 1-1 of the game with 1 minute to go. This is the last 1-1. Natalie Webb is administered the ball for the first free throw. Her first is good, 41-32. And the Eagles have hit 4 out of 5 their last 4 points have come from the free throw line. All of those, 4 of 5, and she misses that one. And Bent comes out there with a big rebound. Bent gets it out to Treat, and that was a monster rebound. And
yes,
then
it
Ort's
was.
going to pick up the touch foul.
And she had to go hiking to get it too, didn't she?
Yes, she did. 53.9 seconds to go. And the Eagles can breathe a little bit here, but it's still 41-32. Sesser cut it back to a 6-point deficit. First free throw is no good.
Emmy's yet to get a basket.
Really?
Yep.
Second free throw is
there
nothing but the bottom of the net. That's her first point of the game. I would have never believed that.
I wouldn't have either. I had to double check it.
42-32, a 10-point lead with 47 seconds left in the game. Reynolds out on top, gets it to Ort. Ort, right side to Zome. Her three-pointer way off the mark, and Tucker kept it alive, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Rush. It'll stay with Sesser, and Shaylee Moore comes back in. She's going to replace Oliver. 36.3 seconds to go. And Vienna's going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, they've done everything they could to get Sesser back in, and Sesser did. Ort with the rebound, and Ort's going to be step out of bounds. Ort steps out of bounds. That'll be their 17th turnover of the game. 29.4 seconds to go, and Rush will bring it across, and that could be our final score. Treat gets it to Rush. Rush over to Bent, back over to Treat, to Webb, to Treat, and I don't think Sesser's going to foul. They're just trying to play hard defense. Bent has it to Webb, back out on top to Bent, and that will be our final score. 42-32 is going to be the score here this afternoon. The Vienna knows that they were in a tussle here this afternoon, and Coach Metcalf cannot be happy with the way they played this second half. But they come out of here with a win, and that's the most important thing, is they have another conference win, and that's another feather in their hat toward getting the conference championship. We're going to send it back to the studio, total everything's up, and we'll be back here for the post-game show after these messages.
Susie and Danny Joe Trevelyan, along with Joel and Judd and the families of Trevelyan Farms in Grantsburg, wish the Vienna boys and girls basketball teams good luck as they finally get back on the floor. We're not able to be there to support you in person, but we want you to know that we are there to support you in true Vienna Eagle spirit. Congratulations to the seniors for all your dedication and hard work, and good luck not only this season but for the rest of your lives. Once again, good luck to all the Vienna teams from Trevelyan Farms.
With 25 years experience, Vince Hofford at Vince's DJ Show provides professional DJ services with music for all occasions. Whether it's a wedding, class reunion, school dance, prom, homecoming, or party in your backyard, Vince's DJ Show can provide the music for all your party needs. Vince's DJ Show welcomes Vienna boys coach Steve Dreer and welcomes back coach Rick Metcalf as the new girls coach. Good luck, Vienna boys and girls, and give Vince a call at 618-658-9095.
Everyone at Southern FS would like to wish Coach Rick Metcalf and the Vienna Eagle girls and Coach Steve Dreer and the Vienna Eagle boys basketball teams lots of success this basketball season. Southern FS is your local source for gas or diesel fuel, LP gas for your residential or commercial needs, feed, seed, and chemical or agronomy needs. Southern FS Vienna's office is located at 615 Old Route 146 Loop, or give them a call at 618-658-5231. From everyone at Southern FS, let's go Eagles.
Legence Bank knows that where small businesses prosper, communities flourish. The team at Legence Bank encourages our communities to eat and shop local. Please join them at their Legence Loves Local campaign and support our small business owners. Recirculating money in our community helps create a stronger, more prosperous local economy. Check out the Feature Fridays they host each week and learn about the small businesses in Southern Illinois. When you're out shopping local, remember to hashtag Legence Loves Local and hashtag The Buck Stops Local. Member FDIC.
Whether a college education is a distant dream you hold for a newborn child or a financial imperative staring you in the face, it's important to take swift steps to begin meeting this challenge. Next to retirement planning, paying for your children's education could be the largest expense that your family will bear. To learn more about flexible college savings programs, contact Rodney Golson at Golson Financial Services, 618-658-7008. He can help you plan today for tomorrow's college education expenses. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
Larry and Ned Trevelyan of Trevelyan Brothers Construction would like to wish the Vienna Eagles boys and girls basketball teams good luck this season. Call Trevelyan Brothers Construction for a bid for any residential or commercial construction need. They also can provide landscaping for your residential or commercial projects. Trevelyan Brothers Construction is located at 1915 State Route 146 East, Vienna, Illinois. Give Ned Trevelyan a call to set up a time for a quote at 618-658-4590.
Bush Hog offers a full line of products, including rotary cutters and crop shredders, landscaping and tillage equipment, hay tools and boom mowers, construction equipment, and zero-turn and finishing mowers. Quality and durability are the hallmarks of all Bush Hog products. Bush Hog has the right tool for your operation. They stand out with many units still delivering performance after 20 years or more in the field. So if you're looking for an investment and not an expense, Bush Hog will deliver dependable performance and value. Built tough in Selma, Alabama, and sold by qualified local dealers. Bush Hog, serving American farmers and ranchers since 1951. And remember, if it doesn't say Bush Hog, it just won't cut it.
Test drive a Bush Hog mower at C&K Equipment in Vienna, Illinois, or check out their website at cksellsit.com.
We're back here at Vienna High School, where the Vienna Eagles hung on and beat the Sesser-Valier Lady Red Devils 42-32. And Danny, out of 4 quarters, Vienna played 1.
Yes.
The second quarter. That was literally it. As Vienna had their only field goal of the fourth quarter with 4:08 to go in the game, and then they hit 5 of 8 free throws to finish out the game to hold off Sesser-Valier here today by a 10-point lead. We'll get Coach Metcalf's thoughts here for a second. But
You know, and Sesser came out in the second half and made life pretty much miserable, and actually made a game out of it, and it was up for grabs the whole game.
Yeah, they cut it down to they hit 1 of 2 free throws, cut it down to 38-36, got it to within 2 possessions, and then we hit 4 of 6 free throws down the final stretch to hold them at bay, but we played them back into the game.
Right. You know, it was another one of those situations. You know, we were dribbling into doubles. We were trying to break doubles. Right now, we got too many turnovers out of our 1 and our 2 spot. You know, like way too many. You can't have individuals getting 8 turnovers a game and expect to win. So, you know, I'm a little frustrated with that right now.
Well, when you think you have a 21-point lead, everything's going your way. It's 31-10, and I think at that point they just got overconfident, and that's when we started making the turnovers. We only had 7 turnovers up to that point. We finished the game with 13. We had 6 turnovers in the last about 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes we had 6 turnovers.
Yeah, and that, you know, that's the problem, you know, with this team so far. We don't have that killer instinct, you know, to put it together for 4 quarters. We've been talking about that all year. Same scenario this game. You know, we come out sluggish in the first quarter. Second quarter, we kind of did a little bit better. You know, third, you know, to start it. Second quarter was pretty good overall, but had the big lead and let them right back into it. Like you said, you know, just all of a sudden it was a pickup game. Like, you know, like we forgot our focus.
9 of 18 from the free throw line for the Eagles for 50%. They hit 13 of 17 for 76%. And they had trouble with the height. Our big girls on the inside, especially at the beginning of the game, they were trying to play behind Bent, and she was just ripping them up. And Bent had a heck of a game for the first 2.5 quarters.
Right. The first half, she was dominating. I kept telling the girls, they said, just keep pounding the dang thing in. They can't stop you. And they were fouls. Coach was over there. He's a friend of mine. He was over there crying. But what he was basically doing was trying to get the calls for later down the road, which he did. He ended up getting a few of them here and there. But they were bodying us and hip checking us. They weren't fouling us with the arms, but they were, doing some things with their bodies there. And Addison did a pretty good job overall. We stopped looking inside, which is aggravating. We'd look and then pass the ball around the perimeter when she had position numerous times. So that was frustrating. But yeah, she had another good game on the glass.
Well, we didn't go to the free throw line at all in the third quarter. We only went to the free throw line 4 times in the first quarter, as Addison Bent had all 6 points that we scored in that first quarter. And you take those 2 quarters away, we were content with that outside shot. We just did not look for that ball on the inside. We were content with the 10 to 15-foot jump shot.
Yeah, off the dribble, and that's not our game. You can get those shots anytime you want. We're basically an inside-outside attack, like pretty much everybody is. Get something established inside, and it opens up things from the perimeter. And we just didn't do that tonight.
1-3 for the entire day for us.
Is that right?
Yeah,
that's been pretty much our bread and butter overall. But what the shooters got to realize, if they're not hitting them, you got to work on and do some other things.
But hey, I'd rather have an ugly win than a pretty loss any day of the week.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that. I was in there, I'm all aggravated and stuff. We're sitting at 7-1. I think the Southern Illinois covers like 90-some teams south of Effingham, and there's only a few teams that are undefeated. So, I guess I should be happy with that, sitting at 7-1. So that's the
really
positive.
7-1 and 6. We're 6-1 in the conference, and we have our destiny for the conference championship in our hands. At this moment, we don't have to rely on anybody. We win. We win the conference. It's that simple.
And it all starts Monday. You got to go up to Christopher. That's everything. I was telling the seniors, everything revolves around Monday, night. Hargrove's the best player in the conference. We got to go through her. So luckily, I'll only have to drive 6 minutes for that one.
But that's where we're at. It's not a cliche. Monday night is the most important game of the season.
Always your next game is always the most important one, and it just so happens it really is the most important one.
So good win today. I had us for 13 turnovers. I had Sesser for 17 turnovers for the game, and it was just it was like we were just in a fog. The girls. Literally for 3 quarters.
The whole game could be put in the capsule when Addison missed the wide open layup. Totally all by herself, and she just chumped it off. But that was kind of like how the whole game went.
But we have a Monday night, 6:15. The girls will be in action at Christopher. We'll have that action right here, JV and varsity. And Hargrove, the first time when she was here the other couple of weeks ago, that was the first time I had a chance to see her play in person. I've heard about her, but she's the full deal. For a freshman, she's one of the best freshmen I've seen in a long time here in Southern Illinois.
Yeah, she doesn't belong in the Black Diamond. she needs to go someplace else, just saying.
Oh, you're talking like the South 7?
No, I'm talking like a prep school up in New York or something. She needs to be playing against some really good talent. She's definitely going to be playing, Division I basketball someplace, and I don't know. If it was my kid, I think I'd have to go someplace. And she's the first kid I've ever said that about, in Southern Illinois. And there's been some good ones, the Drew girl out of Anna, years ago and that. But, I think she ended up going to Missouri. But this girl's big time. She really is. She's that good.
The thing that's impressive, I saw, and I know you did too, when Tyra Buss was here playing for Mount Carmel. She was a heck of a ball player. But because of her size, I really thought that that was going to be a disadvantage to her when she went big-time Division I. Yeah. She goes to the University of Illinois, and she winds up being the best university, Indiana, University of Indiana. She winds up being the best girls basketball player to ever come through that program.
Yeah. It was kind of weird because we didn't see, we've pretty much fouled her up where I'm at. awesome college career, and then after her first game in the WNBA, she got cut. That was weird. She played like 10 minutes, and next day she's out of a job. Now she's a full-time assistant over at the University of Evansville, so she's doing really well for herself.
And she's an analyst and an announcer for ESPN,
Right.
Does girls basketball.
Right. So she
is really good doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And Hargrove, what impresses me is she's got the height. She's right now, she's what, about 6'1", 6'2"?
She's between 6'1" and 6'2", and she's built really good. The dad's the football coach up there playing the NFL, so he's had her lifting weights probably since 6th grade, and you can tell.
She can dribble the ball. She can drive. She can create a shot off the jump, off the drive, off the dribble, and she can rebound. She can lead the break. She needs to move to Vienna, doesn't she?
Yeah. No comment. I'd get in trouble if I answered that one.
We have some prison jobs down here. Danny's retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would. I'm sorry about that. I'm just joking too. I really, truly, am just joking. But she's an all-around ball player, and as a freshman, she's a lot of fun to watch.
Right.
Congratulations on a win.
I appreciate it.
And we keep our title hopes alive, and we'll see you Monday night.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Head coach Rip Metcalf, and we'll get some totals here real quick, and then we're going to go have some lunch.
Red Devils set a 5.
We still have them one more time.
One more
we have
time?
to go to their house and beat them next week.
Okay.
That's the game we won't be broadcasting
Right,
next Wednesday.
right. 5, maybe no witnesses for that game, huh, Ron?
Well, it'll be
5
on TV,
points
just
for
won't be
Anna
here.
Kistner. No points for Lily Eastman. 15 for Micah Reynolds. She led all Sesser-Valier Waltonville scoring. Ella Zom with 8. Georgia Ort with 2. And that was it for their scoring. Vienna had 13 for Emma Rush. She led. 11 for Madison Bent. Tonight, off the cleanup on the weak side and putbacks, and a couple times she got fouled as she was, I would say, in the act of shooting or about to shoot. That didn't even result in free throws, not even 1-and-1s, because of the way the bonus was at the time. Was Natalie Webb with 9. Maybe a high for her so far this year. 1 for Emma Treat, which is absolutely a low for her this year. 4 for Haley Oliver, and 4 for Shaylee Moore.
Well, that's going to wrap everything up here for this afternoon. We still have 3 more games this evening, starting at 3 o'clock this afternoon. The Trico Pioneers will come into Vienna High School, and we'll have boys action. The varsity game will be somewhere around 5:15, somewhere in that area. We'll be back for all 3 games on the video production. For Danny Field alongside Mason Poland and all the guys doing the video, I'm Ron Ellis for WIBH. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast here today. In just a moment, you'll hear all of our sponsors, and please say hi to them and thank them for helping us to bring all of these games to you. Thanks for your time this time. Until next time, so long, everybody, from Vienna High School.
That concludes this Vienna Lady Eagles basketball broadcast. This Lady Eagles basketball broadcast has been brought to you in part by Banterra Bank, Rusty's Home Center, Trevilian Farms, Vince's DJ Show, Southern Trust Bank, Golson Financial, Southern FS, Goddard's Auto Body, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Russ Kruger, C&K Equipment, Legence Bank, and Trevilian Brothers Construction. This has been a presentation of WIBH Sports.